It seems to be working. Hey guys. Hi early gang. That early gang. The Luke 3 Constellation, Fischl 2 Constellation, Barbara and Mona. Well, that sounds like you got pretty lucky. That sounds not too shabby. Let me... I read it wrong. Okay, 3 Constellation... Oh, I see. That's still a good team. Hello. How are you doing? Leroy Jenkins. Nice, I like it. How are you doing? Chi-Chi, Baidu, Faishal, and Xiangling. Wow, that's a nice team. How are you guys doing today? I don't think that was the smartest place to teleport. Let's find something higher. All I need is Chi-Chi, then I have my dream team. That's what we want, the dream team. So tonight I'm gonna try and push the Abyss a little bit further. Hopefully I can get Abyss 10 plus or something, that would be nice. Offer a delicious celery soup. Let me offer some soup. I guess I need to craft some soup first. Can I even make this soup? I heard that you can do something here. Dixon, hi. 4 constellation on her being free to play. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good indeed. Is that the soup that they want? That's the soup, right? What's the best Chi-Chi and Venti build? Well, we have a Chi-Chi and a Venti guide on our channel, so hopefully you can check that out. If you just type exclamation mark Venti or exclamation mark Chi-Chi, you'll get a link for those guides.
Keep going.
So I can either get Venti guaranteed or wait till next banner. Thoughts? I mean, happening. So I mean, it's gonna be up to you. Do you want to play Venti or do you not want to play Venti? Like, I can't really make that decision for you. What is this? You have so many quests here. Go to the Abyss abode and search for the blueprint. Interesting. It's like a whole new quest here. Can I make Venti a support? Yeah, Venti should most likely be a support, to be honest. The guide that I made on Venti that's just been posted in the chat, it's specifically for Venti support because I feel like Venti's kit is built for support. Like, Venti is a support. I mean, I'm sure people can play him and get decent result on other kind of builds, but his constellation, obviously, first of all, it's hard to get constellation on Venti, and his constellation don't really help him be more of a DPS. It kind of helps him be more of a support. And I mean, you could get the first constellation and do okay. But I don't see Venti being anything but a support. That's kind of his role. Like his ult is made to support, his abilities support the team. Like you kind of just have to build him as a support. That's kind of just even the Anemo set, the Viridis and Veneer or whatever. That's a support set. It's day here in India. Nice. Yeah, it's 7:30 p.m. here. But obviously, everybody from around the world will have different timings. When is the update? The update is on November 11th. I like how the stream is always up when I'm taking breaks. Keep up the good content. I'm glad you're enjoying the content and that your breaks are aligning with the streams. How much day it takes to go up an AR? I mean, it depends how much hour you play a day. I mean, how many hours you play every day, I should say. It depends. Like the first, you can get AR like 15 in one night, and then you can get AR 20 in like one day afterwards. And then, you know, at my AR, it takes me like almost like 2 days to go up a level. To like I'm 37 now. Like I could do one level a day easily, but I don't play all day. I don't even know where I'm going right now, but I like it. Until you reach AR 35, you can most likely do more than one level a day. Once you're after AR 35, obviously, it's going to take a little bit longer. I don't even know what is it that I'm doing here. See, I have to go up there. This is confusing. Can I even go up there? I'm going to go nice stream, by the way. Thank you. Now I am confused, though. I guess I have to go over there. I have 170 seconds. How in the world am I supposed to do that? I mean, I know I came here once before. There's a quest and everything, but this is like the second time, and it's like. Where is a wind current when you need one? Oh, I guess I have to go over there. And this is such a weird quest. Have you seen the glitch for Abyss where you can get the attack buff from the cruise? Yeah, I actually saw a video about that. The only thing I'm not sure is how long does that buff last? Like, does it last forever? Like, or when you log off, it goes away? Like, I mean, obviously it's worth doing. It's a little bit of attack buff, and it's not like it's a bug that you're exploring. You're just doing the content. So I don't think it's a big deal. But I mean, I might do a Crucible match just before, just in case, you know, because I want to do some Abyss later on, just to try and push my last few levels. At least they gave a lot of time when you killed them. Yeah, I mean, definitely right now with that kind of like buff, I guess it's a little bit of attack, but I mean, it's probably the right time to push some Abyss. And the Abyss resets in a day and a half, I think, so it would be also a good time to push the Abyss, because if you can push it high enough where you're going to get the reward, then it'll be worth it, you know? Because the rewards reset, obviously. Because every reward after Abyss, seriously? Abyss 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever, like they all reset, so... Is chest farming there anything to do beside daily missions? I find it too boring. I want to get I mean, I'm AR 37 and I've never done chest farming yet, so you definitely can get high level without just chest farming. But once you're like close to AR 40, chest farming really is going to be the only thing that's really available right now. Yes, that's true. But like I said, I'm AR 37, almost 38. If you check my quest log, I have, I mean, 4 quests here and still 1 quest here from that's like the main quest, the story quest here, the last one. So as you can tell, I have like at least like 2,000 experience from quest in here already. And I have no, like, if I look at my achievements, I have nowhere near all of the chests discovered in the game. So I don't even need to do quest runs, chest runs, because I still have chests that I have I haven't uncovered yet at all. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely gonna be enough content in this game to take you to level 40 without having to do boring content of like grinding the same chest over and over. I mean, even the thing I'm doing right now, I didn't even know you could do this, but it's like a hidden puzzle that you can get an extra quest. Look, I got 100 adventure rank XP, some books. I mean, you know, there was a chest or two. There's 20,000 mora, some diligence. You know, it didn't cost anything. There's a lot of stuff in this game to do, really. Like, there's a lot of small content scattered around the world and like special event and like hidden puzzles and stuff that give you a lot of AR. Especially like the big puzzles that are scattered around the world, when you actually do them, they give you a lot, like 300, 400 AR sometimes. I also have not captured all my Animoculus and my Geoculus, and as you must know, whenever you turn all your Animoculus and Geoculus, you get like 450 AR for each, so that's almost 1,000 XP that I haven't gotten yet. And then when you get all Geoculus, you get a quest chain to go unlock a 5-star artifact for free, and that quest chain gives you tons of chests and a lot of XP. So you can tell that I have really a lot of stuff left to do in this game, and I'm almost 38 AR, so obviously there's a lot of stuff to keep you busy in this game without having to do the boring grind thing. Ah, Zaraz, I just pulled Razor yesterday. Oh, nice, good job. Well, at least you're gonna have a guide to follow now if you want to look at Alex's guide on the channel and make a nice Razor main. But I'm happy for you. Congrats. It's definitely a very good character that can take you very far in this game. I'm still struggling Abyss level 7. I mean, I don't know what's your AR, but obviously I waited until I was AR 35 before I went to the Abyss. Like, I did Floor 3 just to get Xiangling, and then I didn't do the Abyss until AR 35. It's just, yeah, it's easier to wait because it's obviously, the longer you wait, the stronger you are. So there's no rush really, but I mean, if you are getting strong enough to almost clear Abyss level 9, for example, right now is a good time to do it because you'll get like resetting rewards, but otherwise it's not a big deal. Like, just doing my little commissions that I haven't done today yet. Okay, what else is there to do? One more over there. I rerolled and got official and 4-star weapons. Is that not good? Do you do resin refills? I do some, but I don't do max. Like, I spend the 50 Primogem every day on resin because I think 50 Primogem is definitely worth the resin, especially if you're like not completely free to play. But even as a free to play, I would probably do it if I was like free to play because 50 resin for 60 Primogem is definitely, you know, the trade-off is pretty good, I find. And you obviously generate more than 50 Primogems every day, and like at some point you need to like stop pulling characters and you need to focus on the characters you have. Like, some of the characters that you have will, like, you know, you don't need so many characters to do the game content. So let me just take care of these little guys quickly. But yeah, sometimes I also do the 100 because I need a lot of like items to upgrade my guys, and obviously I have like a bit of Primogem stacked up, so I am not too afraid. But I never spend like the 150 or higher. It's very rare. I think I've done it only once, and like it was only 150. Like, I never fully recharged my resin once, nor did I've never even gone close. I usually do 2 or 3 refills maximum, but some days I didn't have time. I never did any refills at all some days. So, but it definitely helps. Also, you get like a little extra, you know, a few hundred XP every day if you refill a little bit. So, if you do that every day, you'll obviously level faster as well, and there's going to be less grinding to do. And that's kind of the reason why I'm doing it too. I'm like this whole chest run grinding forever. It kind of like isn't my thing. So I take it slow. There's so many, like, as you see this chest here or this whatever, and this event that I just did, like I probably never did them. Like I know some of them respawn, but I know pretty much for a fact that I had never been here because there's a lot of zone in Leeway that I actually have never explored, and there's a lot of content that I haven't done. The other day I found a puzzle like well, actually yesterday I did the Venereer puzzle, like the painter guy that you have to find his paintings, and then you get like unlock chests and like all that kind of stuff. I mean, that quest was like 450 AR, and I hadn't done it, so. And I'm getting pretty close to 38. So when people come and tell me I don't know what to do, I have like no content left, I'm like, there's more, you just haven't found it. Thank you for suggesting Crimson Witch said I was able to proc 11k damage with my 60 Luke, and it's not even a 4-star. Wow, good job. Yeah, once you get that set, the Luke really takes off. It's really a very good set for him. So I'm glad that you got to test it out. I still think to this day that it's the best set, and there's nothing that will beat it. It's too good. There's just, it's built for the Luke, like, and especially having a overload in your team will make it even stronger. Like, it's a very powerful set, that's for damn sure. You got all these artifacts. Thank you. Now, I learned, I mean, I've known this for a while, but I've never done it, but I think I will do it now. Let's see, artifacts. Now, I've learned that you can sell all these artifacts. And I need more and more than I need white artifacts right now, so let's see how many, or how much more this gives me. Is this worth doing? 44,000 more. I mean, you know, the green and the white items don't really level up your items that high. The more, I think the more is actually more needed because I have artifacts to level my items, but I don't have the more to pay for it. Obviously, I wouldn't do it with blue, like blue or purple. I think blue or purple are still like very valuable to turn into your items, but and same with these guys. Like, you can't even sell these. Only artifacts you can sell. Oh, actually, never mind. I was wrong. I probably sell it. Let me do it quickly here. Selling, yeah. You can't sell them all because, yes. Oh, those ones are like equipped, I guess. Okay. Oh, this gives you this instead. Obviously, I mean that's the same. I guess like it isn't. I don't think it's more worth at that point. Interesting. We learn every day. Yeah, I'm AR36 and I have Keqing, Faishal, Xiangling, and Barbara. But my only my Keqing is really leveled and geared, finding very hard to get past elemental shields. Well, the thing about that is that you don't need your characters to be geared to destroy the elemental shield. Like my Barbara has level 0 gear and like a level 40 weapon, and she destroys fire shields in like 10 seconds. You just need to counter the shields with the right element. It doesn't matter if the damage is high or not, as long as you're using the counter element, it will actually work very well for you in that sense. So fire shields, you need water. Ice shields, you need fire. And water shield, you need ice. And I think that's all the 3 shields that exist, right? So as long as you have that element, you will destroy the shield. Now, if you don't have that element in your party, you can take the next closest one. Just any kind of elemental reaction. Like, you know, with water, you can use fire, but it sucks and it takes a long time. But you'll still get through the shield. It will just be a lot longer than if you had, like, the right element, like frozen, I guess, like ice. Let's see. I haven't even collected this stuff yet today. I've been busy doing videos today. I actually made I think I made one of my most important videos so far. Making a top 10 mistakes like that people do a lot. And there's some very, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people here would know these because obviously I talk about this kind of stuff probably on stream often enough. But, you know, there's a lot of people who come to me and still say, like, they don't even know how to level their talents. And of course, that's very, very meaningful in terms of, like, character progression. If you don't know how to level your talents, you're really shooting yourself in the foot there. And there's a lot of other stuff, like when people are cooking and stuff like that, they're not using the right characters. I mean, there's a lot of tips like that. So I'm basically trying to cover all the bases there. Let's see. Well, you can go. There you go. You should focus on mats, on farming mats to ascend, doing domains for book or items, and while doing that, you also level your AR. Yeah, that's definitely true. I'm AR 36. Oh yeah, I answered that right. Yeah, they should do 50 primo for 120 resin. They definitely should. I think they should be more generous with the resin. Hello Zoraz. What do you think is best? The bow from the battle pass to official or the spear for Xiangling? The bow from the battle pass for official or the spear. I mean, that's a good question. The battle pass weapons are both good. They have crit. I think official is actually really built for crit in this game. So I mean, late game, like late game, when you get official, crit is what does well with her. So the bow definitely will do well for her. I don't think Xiangling is as good with crit. You know, when you go and level up your characters, I guess it's hard to tell here. When you ascend a character, for example, like when you're ready to ascend them, you know, they always have base HP, base defense, and base attack, and all these stats go up every time you ascend them. Now, there's always an extra stat here. So for Chi-Chi, healing bonus is the extra stat, and eventually it'll go higher and higher. For Diluc, the extra stat is crit, actually. You can see here, it's crit rate. So he gains crit. I don't actually know what... I think she gains electro damage. And Xiangling, I don't remember what she gains. But basically, it's like that is one of like the main stat that character is going to use. So in that sense, it's going to help you have an idea of which stat you should focus on when that happens. Now, other than that, for my suggestion on what you should be doing on the BP weapons, I have a hard time deciding myself on what BP weapons to choose. Which one of these characters do you play the most, I guess, and what other weapons do you have? That will make a difference. If you have no good alternative, then, you know, take the BP and fix what you're missing. You know what I mean? Because I think they'll both be good. I can check out, like, look them. Let's see. Answering and this is a pretty good effect. The crit rate is gonna be okay. And I hear the crit rate. If there are two enemies, the attack is increased, and they're both very good. So I mean, it's, you know, it's gonna be a hard decision. There's a lot of bows that are very good that are not like this one, and there's the craftable spear, the crescent spike, is also very good for Xiangling. So, you know, it's gonna be hard for me to tell you what to do if I don't know what you have otherwise, and if you've pulled good weapons or not. I don't think you can really go wrong. Like, you won't really regret either or. They'll work, but I'm not too sure, to be honest. Void, hi, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Just gonna have a small late night stream for me, just doing a little bit of farming for my ascension, for my Chi-Chi, and then I'm gonna try and do a few levels of the abyss and see where we can go at that. Let's see how fast I can kill this guy. Pretty fast. Pretty fast. Okay. Chi-Chi. There we go. I'll need more of this stupid violet grass item, which I have none of much right now, but I want to unlock this. This is so important to unlock. It's so powerful. What's the best build for Diluc late game? Well, I have a Diluc guide on the channel, but it's mostly for the early game before AR35. But if you type !Diluc in the chat, you'll have a link to that guide. Now, it's not, like I said, it's not for the late game specifically. It's just for Diluc in general, especially leveling up in the early game. Now, when you do get to the late game, there will be a guide that I upload tomorrow about Diluc probably, where I talk about late game Diluc specifically. So make sure to be on there for that for tomorrow, because the guide will help you more than I can tell you right now in a few seconds of talking on stream. But basically, the one thing I should tell you is that you should get this set of Crimson Witch and a weapon with attack as a main stat, And that's pretty much, you build Diluc in pyro damage. This is what you want. You want pyro damage as much as you want, and the rest you want attack. And that's about it. I did every single mistake 100%. Yeah, I mean, I did some of these mistakes too in the beta, but I obviously learned, and then now I don't do them anymore. But not everybody, like, obviously it's, you know, you need to do them to learn them. So that's why I'm kind of getting with that guide, because hopefully I can help people not make these mistakes the same way I did.
What's happening?
Thanks for the advice. We'll try to push level 9 today. Good luck. Hope you do it. I have Diluc, Xiangling, Barber, and Traveler. Is this good? Definitely. That's definitely okay. If you have other things would be good, but that works. Get the bow for official. Xiangling has a good spear you can craft. Yeah, I agree with that. The bow for official will be great, because the spear that you can craft is really good for Xiangling, so. I just think that the resin should give you a full free refill every day for doing something like a quest. I can guarantee you that at some point there will be something that does something like that. I don't know when, which patch, with content, whatever, but there will be a point where it happens. I'm almost positive. I'm using prototype animus with Diluc, Black Talon for Xiangling, and Slingshot for Faisal. To be honest, I don't know all these weapons by heart, but if you can craft the Xiangling, the 4-star weapon at the blacksmith, the Crescent Pike, it's a very, very, very good for Xiangling. And then if you don't like the weapon they have for official, obviously the BP one will be fine. I'm not a fan of the two-handed sword from the battle pass. Like, I'm uncertain how good it actually is, and I am not gonna get it yet for that reason. So, I mean, getting the bow is probably not a bad idea. Ooh, look at these big crits. Give me my pepper. It's smart to wait and claim BP weapon to see what characters you need weapon for. Yeah, I mean, the longer you wait, especially if you're still doing pulls, like, you know, if while you're playing, you're still pulling every once and then, you might eventually get a 4-star weapon that's going to be good. So it's good to wait as long as possible before claiming the BP weapon, because you might see, like, you might get lucky and get something that would be better, you know, in the future. So. King of Ballad. I heard someone subscribe. Okie dokie subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you very much. Hope you're enjoying the content. Which is better for Faisal, Rust or Compound? I mean, it depends if you're using her as a support or as your kind of like main DPS. If you're using her as like one of your main damage dealers by doing a lot of auto attacks, then the one with physical damage is good. But one with attack is also very good for Faisal. So, and if you're doing it as a support, I use one with attack myself, because a lot of her stuff is based off attack, and I don't know to attack that much with her. But I know people who have used the compound bow and that did well as well. So. Having 6 big character, but Abyss needs 2 teams of 4. Yeah, I'm focusing on 6 characters, and then the last 2 are just kind of like fillers. It's hard to have 8 characters leveled up. It's so expensive. Do you like Razor? Yeah, I think Razor is a very, very good, powerful character. We have a guide on Razor on the channel. It's like my partner Alex, who does streaming and content on this channel as well. He plays Razor as his main character, so he does very well with it. He's AR 40 and he's doing perfectly fine with Razor. So if you type !Razor in the chat, you'll have a guide for him. Hopefully that will help you. If you have any questions about Razor, that guide will answer your question. And someone asked, what's the best build for Mona? We released a guide for Mona today. The latest video of our channel is a guide on Mona, so go check that out right away. We also have it in the chat if you want to type !Mona, it will come out.
Guess we can rest a bit.
Otherwise, just look at the latest channel video, and it's a whole guide on how to play Mona. And Xeno has Mona at level 80, so it's like a level 80 Mona guide, so it's like very advanced, you know. Let's see, did I miss any questions? Best weapon for Diluc and Faisal. I mean, for Diluc, it's definitely the prototype Animus if you're going to like the free-to-play, whatever, but otherwise the Wolf Gravestone is better. For Faisal, I'm undecided because it depends on the role of your Faisal. I like attack as a weapon stat, but there are going to be crit is going to be good as well. There's going to be changes in the future, so I can't say for sure there's one that's better than others right now. Joy, thank you for subscribing. You using prototype Animus? Yeah, that is the weapon that I use. As you can see here. It's refined twice only. Have you paid for rolls? Yeah, I did spend a bit of money, but no, nothing crazy like all these other whales with thousands of dollars. I really got lucky with my Diluc.
Orders given. Orders received.
Ooh, 12,000. I like that.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
No rest for the wicked.
I hate this stupid level. All the ice that falls on you and you can't dodge it. Like, just falls and then you're blocked into it. Let's see how much I can crit this guy for. Oh, no crits. Still dead. Are you guys friend with the other guy? Yeah, me and Zeno actually own this channel together and we post content together all the time. We stream at different hours. So he does like the morning stream at the evening streams. And basically half the videos on the channel are mine, half the videos are his. So we basically just help each other have the channel very active. That way, instead of being one person always doing the work, then there's two of us. So there's double the content and it's easier sometimes to have like time off, and because it takes a lot of time to stream and make videos every day, obviously. So we're actually friends in real life. We know each other. We've known each other for like almost 20 years now. So Raz, how did you and Alex meet? Haven't you guys known each other for about a decade? Yeah, I guess I was just talking about that. Funny. Um, we met in like when I was in high school. He's a bit older than me, so I think he was out of high school, but he was dating my best friend's sister, and that's how we met. Then we just started playing games because my best friend was also a gamer, and then we just started playing games together, and then we just became friends, and then we lived in the same city and stuff. So, and that was I guess not 20 years ago. That was 15 years ago, I'd say. Yeah. 14, 15 years ago. So we've known each other that long. And then we started this YouTube channel like 10 years ago. And then we didn't do it like we did it for like a year and a half, and then like kind of stopped for like 8 years, and we picked it up this year because of coronavirus and everything. Obviously, like we had a lot more time on our hand, a lot of our jobs closed and all that kind of stuff. So like, why not just try again? And it was going steady, slowly but steady, and now because of this game, it's actually like exploded. So now we're basically like doing this full time. Not that we're getting paid a full time job salary yet, but we have the full time capability of doing it, and it's definitely growing very, very well. So we're very hopeful for the future, especially with this game and other games that we're going to be covering for sure. We're really looking forward for Cyberpunk. We're looking forward for a lot of like different MMORPGs and stuff too that we play or we might play.
Orders given. Orders received.
We shall see. Yeah, let me just kill these mobs quickly. I need these books for my fight shows, so that's why I'm farming this over and over. Isn't the club better than the proto? Not when you're like level 70, because the club, the statistic on like the base stats of the club is just too weak. Especially when you can refine the prototype many times, it gets better. I have both Razor and Diluc level 70. Razor is better with bosses and Diluc with mobs. Both are super fun. Yeah, I mean, Diluc does a lot more AoE, that's for sure. Should I use Barbara and Traveler with Xiangling on Diluc? Yeah, that sounds really good. Why not? The Traveler is a good animal support, so that works well. And you have 2 fire, and then you have a healer. And Diluc obviously is great, so. Let's see. I'm at level 33, no more quests. I do the daily mobs that don't require Risen, but how do you level up? It seems like it's not happening. I mean, I was just talking about that a bit earlier. I'm AR 37. I have quests left. I haven't done all my Geoculus. I haven't done all my Animoculus. I have not done everything, and I'm level 37, and I still haven't explored the whole map yet. And there's tons of stuff for left, like for me to do. So I would say you most likely have a lot of chests and puzzles hidden in the world that you haven't found yet that give a lot of XP. Because a lot of the puzzles that require like you to do kind of like like especially here, like these puzzle here, this puzzle here, there's puzzles and there's puzzle everywhere, but like these 3 towers, when you do all of them, there's a quest there that starts there and that gives you like 450 XP. There's a quest here with the pools. I think it's, what is it, up here, or yeah, it's in the pools or something. Up the pool, there's a quest here that gives you a lot of hundreds of XP. And there's quests everywhere that you don't see on your map because they're not quests that are given to you. They're like optional quests. but they give a lot of XP. There's a lot of chests to find in the world too. There's thousands of chests that give enough. Like you should have enough content in this game to get AR-35 without having to grind. And then you do a lot of like daily stuff plus daily chest runs and grind the mobs every day, and eventually you'll level up. But it does get very slow after 35. That's for sure. I want to drop Mona for someone better for the team, but man, waifu character tier. That's, I mean, in this kind of game, it's a single player game, so just play what you like, right? Overall, building crit is much better late game. Catching? Yeah, for catching, definitely. I mean, late game crit, the Luke is better because base stat will be high enough. Maybe when we're talking about level 90, but to be honest, the Pyro set, the damage that fire gives through Pyro is higher than the damage that you can get from crit in many cases. I've seen a lot of like the big Chinese whales use Diluc with full fire set, and they do. I've seen a guy do 100,000 damage with Diluc with the fire set. Crit is also very good, of course, especially crit damage because Diluc gets a good base crit. But it's gonna be hard. Like it's gonna depend a lot on a lot of things for sure. I'm stuck at AR-33 with no main DPS. Well, who's your team, Kai? Because there's a lot of main DPS in this game that work fine. I mean, Faishal can even be a main DPS. Xiangling can be a main DPS. And any character with a Claymore can be a main DPS. You have to choose from what you have, definitely. AR-30, I can only deal 4 or 5k damage. Is that good at my AR? At AR-30, that's definitely pretty good. Can I see Facial Artifact? Sure. Nothing special. It's just 2 set of Sojourner and 2 set of Thundering Freak for the electro damage bonus. I think electro damage is the best stat you can get on Facial. Because she gets it passively when you ascend her too. As I can see, how many I have 27% right now. I actually have one of my, I mean, not all my items are upgraded, but this one has electro damage on it. And then, see, this one does 15% damage, and then this one gives me, what does it give me? 27%, but it's not even like showing in the stat here. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, there, 42%. That's where it is. So yeah, 42% damage on her is great for me. It's a single player game with what you like. Lisa, I'm coming. I mean, why not if that's what you're into? No judging. Can I use Ningguang as main DPS? I think so. I don't see why not. I don't think there's any character you can't use a main DPS. The problem is when you're using range characters like Ningguang and stuff, is that they don't have a lot of AoE, right? Like it's hard. Like if you have a Claymore character, he just goes and slash 5 mobs at a time because they're in front of him and his sword hits them all, right? When you have Claymore or when you have archers and stuff, like it's, or I mean, I guess Ningguang, she does shoot 2 projectiles, but they both hit, you know, not as hard as a Claymore, and they don't. I guess Ningguang has like AoE on her constellation though, so that's kind of like good there. If you have this, so in that sense, she probably can be a main DPS. I mean, I think she's gonna have to be built very specifically with a lot of like items before she becomes good. Like I think she'll need level 70 before she really shines. But I would say that she's definitely still like adequate. Yes. Yeah, that's what I was trying to level up. I mean, as you can see, I still have to farm 1,000,000 of these books because I haven't leveled up any of my abilities. So it's very fun to do so. But I don't have to farm anything else. I mean, I guess I should probably even farm materials for my weapons. I have so many things to farm. This is what I'm using, the bow, obviously. I find the bow very good. And then I guess I could farm these shackles, which I also need. I need everything. Does Diluc actually have a weakness? I mean, definitely not a lot of weaknesses. He's a very strong carry. He has fire and he's really good. He's not the only one that does it though. Est-ce que tu es Québécois? Yeah, I was born in Quebec and I live in Vancouver. What does friendship do? It unlocks like lore and story and like all that kind of stuff. It doesn't do anything in the game other than like it's all lore based and fluff and all that stuff. Well, you haven't done all your animalculus. I'm almost AR-34 and I have to do my geo and some quests left. Yeah, see if I show you guys, I haven't done my animalculus fully. I haven't done my geoculus fully, and look at that. I have all these little quests. This is what, like 450 this is 100, this is 500, and this is 350, and this is a chain that's going to give me a few more quests too. So all these quests that I have that give extra XP that I haven't done yet, like there's a lot of like value. And I'm almost AR38 and I haven't even finished all that stuff. So, and even today I found an area in the world that I had never explored. There was like 4 chests, there was 2 events, there was 3 animal geokillers and stuff. So okay, what first name concentration is at that? Yeah. Does 300 element mastery for support Mona is too much? Ooh, I don't think there's a such thing as a too much. But I recommend you watch the Mona guide that was just released on our channel today. We have a Mona guide that a level 80 Mona that Zeno plays as his main support. And obviously, if he's level 80 with her, he definitely has a better idea how to play her than I do because I don't even have her. So I would recommend you either type @ Mona in the chat and you go check out his guide because he most likely has talked about this kind of stuff and what stat you should focus on all that stuff. Because I probably won't be able to give you as good information as he would be. Ning best waifu. For some, I mean, she's rich, so best milfu, is that a thing?
Nice and spicy. You're toast. Sacred name. Fortune for surprise.
Best book for Mona. I mean, I think what I just said probably applies for Mona because I don't have Mona, so I'm not an expert. But since Dino made a guide on her, I'm sure he's gonna talk about all this kind of information. And it was just posted in the chat of this stream right now. So just go check out that chat. Hopefully that can help you more than I can because I really just don't know. Would you pick max refined bow or max refined compound bow? I mean, what's max rust bow? I mean, for who? Compound bow is the one that have like physical damage, right? So if most of the damage you do as an archer is white, like when you auto attack and the hit is white, like this. Now this is physical damage. Now if you press E and then you see all purple damage, now that's not physical damage. So if most of your damage is white, then pick the one that has physical damage. If most of your damage is not white, then pick the one that has attack or elemental mastery or whatever it is that your bow has. I mean, that goes for the same with melee and all that stuff. Quest run. You want me to do my quest? I mean, I can do one quest. I'm trying to farm this weapon so that I can ascend it, and then I can go into the abyss and do a little bit of abyss, to be honest, because I think that's pretty more interesting for you guys. What do I have? Probably level her up too while I'm at it. Because she is like my second like main character, basically. I mean, so is Xiangling, and Xiangling is gonna be next, but so this is all the stuff that I'm gonna need. Oh yeah, so she, when you level her up, she gains a lot of attack. So she's definitely an attack-based character, I think. I mean, obviously crit will work well because her attack will be high. That's good. I need a support character. Any suggestion? Well, you'll have to let me know what you have. But most animo characters, like the wind characters, are support in nature, and so are most water characters. Is the Crescent Spike good for Xiangling as main DPS? Can I see stat on it? Crescent Spike is probably the best weapon for Xiangling because it has physical damage, but I don't have it because I have a 5-star weapon, so I never crafted it. Like you see, I don't have a lot of choices here. But obviously, this is not the best for Xiangling as a main DPS. As a support, though, energy recharge is great because it makes it so my ult is up all the time. And the ability here is very good. But Crescent Pike is probably the best weapon for her if she's your main DPS, because as I said, it has physical damage on it. And what I said earlier was that if your most of your damage is white, which means it's physical damage, then some weapon with physical damage on it is going to be great. And that's exactly what Xiangling does. Most of her damage is physical because the bear does obviously great damage, and so does her ult. But when you attack, your damage is always physical. Like you can just cast these abilities on the ground, but then it doesn't make them like it doesn't make you attack differently. So as you can see on my facial, most of my damage is white when I attack, but the bird and all that stuff, they definitely do a lot more purple damage. So I think attack is better for her because more than half of her damage comes from purple, which is ability, and then that's based off of attack.
Life goes on.
Retribution!
I'm using Diluc, Facial, Xiangling, Barbara, but I'm close to my 90th banner pool for Venti. Should I drop Venti if I get him? Or who should I drop for Venti? Diluc, Facial, Xiangling, Barbara. I mean, you're kind of like in the same situation as me. I have like basically the same team as you, and I dropped Venti like I had Venti in this team and I removed Venti for this because I got Diluc as my main DPS, and Diluc needs like an electricity in your team. Like, so I had like no electricity before, and then since I got the fire set, you need electricity in your team because of the overload damage here is too good not to have electricity. Now you could either drop your second fire, Xiangling, because you don't want to drop your healer. You need a healer no matter what. But you could drop your second fire character. And if you don't want to drop your second fire character, then you can also just use Venti in your second Abyss team. This is what I do personally. Venti is like... Venti comes back in my team when I do Abyss with 2 teams. And Venti is like a god of the Abyss. He is very, very good in the Abyss. So even if you don't use him in the open world, you don't have... But again, you can also switch for Xiangling because you don't... The 25% attack buff is great for Diluc, but Diluc is OP enough in the open world. Like, there's no content in the open world that makes me challenged. So I don't care if I have more attack or not. And Venti helps in the open world a lot more. So I actually... One of my 2 party... Like one of my 2 preset party, like this is my other set. Like it has Venti and Jean and Fischl, so I don't have 2 fire, and I obviously I can replace Jean for any healer as well. But because 2 Anemo gives you elemental resonance here for movement speed, like this is my open world party for when I like explore and like I'm out there running all, like around basically. I did. Oh, that just instantly just skipped like a million questions. What is the best for Keqing? Electro bonus, crit, or attack percent? I'm not an expert on Keqing. They're all good. I know late game you need more crit damage. And then electro damage is also amazing on her. Just check out the guide that we have on our channel about Keqing if you would like some more information on that. Just type !Keqing in the chat and you'll have a guide link to you. Okay, I did all my Animal Stars and Geostars. I'm AR33. I got all the chests in Moonstad. What do I do to level up more now? Please help. Well, you go and find all the chests in Liu now. There's tons of chests, tons of events, tons of puzzles. Farm all the materials you need every day and kill every chest or open every chest you see while you're doing so. There's a lot of chests. I'm AR37 and I have a lot of quests and chests left. So if you're AR33, there's a lot of chests and events you have missed. And obviously, spending your resin and commission every day gives you like a few thousand XP every day. So the longer you play, the easier, like, you're gonna get free XP every day, no matter what. Can you show me your mark place for Crystal real quick so I can mark them as well? I actually only have 1 that's marked for Crystal. I know there's more than 1. First of all, in this area, like every side here has a ton of crystal like scattered around. There's tons of crystals in Stormterror's lair. But my big spot for crystal right now is here, down here. Now my marker is up here. But the entrance is here where the water ends. This is where the entrance is. You go from the down. You don't go on top of the hill there. You go down here. It's under the mountain. There's like 8 or 7 crystal nodes here, which is great. I know there's more. I know there's like 1 up here somewhere, I think. But I don't need crystal right now because I have like 200 crystals because I use them in I gather them in the expeditions, and I just don't have the materials to craft. Like when you want to craft things with crystal, like you need the prototypes, right? Like I need the 2-handed sword prototype and all that kind of stuff to craft weapons, and it never drops for me, so I don't need crystals right now, sadly. I wish I need crystals. Right now, Jean can pretty much with everyone. Yeah, Jean is a jack of all trades. She's a great damage dealer, she's a great healer, she's a great support. She does it all. There's nothing she can't do very well. You can make her do any of these roles better. Like if you want her to just be a healer, she can do it like, you know, very well without having to do too much damage and all that kind of stuff. And you can make her be just a support. You can make her also just be a pure damage dealer that does some healing, but less than she would if she was full healing, obviously.
Orders received.
What is that achievement that I just got? Mr. Blackout, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing and helping the stream out. I got Mona tonight. Wow, congrats. Shadow Chaos as well. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for everybody subscribing. It means a lot. I hope the content is pleasing you. And if you have any question, let me know. And another one. Fire Lord as well. Thank you. Thank you very much, all the subscriptions. It's very appreciated. Yeah, I'm going to go to town and see if I can craft something. I gotta say, Razor with 4 items of the Gladiator set is insane. Definitely, yeah. Razor is gonna do very well with that set. What is the best 5-star character to pair with Diluc? I mean, Venti is one of the best to pair with him if you're doing the Abyss. Faisal is probably the best character to pair with him for just general content. Because when you have the late game set of Diluc, you want to do a lot of overload because you have an overload damage bonus, and that's gonna be most of your damage. What do you guys think? Should I enhance her weapon first? Or more based attack? Or should I enhance her weapon first? In any case, I need 3 of these purple chains. So let's see if I can do that. Firelord, thank you for the $2 donation. Thank you very much. Let me know if you have any questions. I don't see a question with your message. But if you have any, let me know. But thank you very much. And thank you everybody for a subscription. There's a mini subscription coming on right now. Rio and Soap Not Shampoo. I like the name and I like the subscription. Thank you very much. It really means a lot. It helps the stream a lot and it helps our channel a lot. We post a lot of content all the time, so hopefully you guys are enjoying that. Look at that. I can craft 3 of those. So that's perfect for me. Now let's see. I think I should enhance Xiangling because in my Abyss team, she's the main DPS of my second team. So, weapon, enhance. So I need 12 of these scrolls. Man, I need so many of these scrolls. I would have never thought I needed so many of these scrolls. That's what I'm saying. People like, look, I don't have enough. Like, I don't have any scrolls. Like, I need 12 of these. Like, where do you get that stuff? Like, all this Sarma trolls. What the hell is that even? Let's see. I rolled Diluc Venti Gene with 35 pulls. Well, congrats on that. Which is better, Mona or Xiangling for Constellation? I mean, for what? Mona is a great support. Xiangling is a great DPS or a great support. So it will depend. They're both great characters. I accidentally leveled up Morse characters to level 40. What do I do now? I can't reroll. I mean, level 40 is not that bad. Now, just don't take too many characters to like level 60 and 70 when you can. Like, you do it at one at a time on the ones that you're going to focus on. Alcantara, thank you for subscribing as well. Thank you very much. How do I reroll on PS4? That I have no idea, but I think someone's telling you in the chat, so just read the chat. I think someone's going to help you with that, because I don't really know at all. I don't have a PS4. How many sword characters and bow characters should we keep? I mean, it's completely up to you. There's not a certain amount that you should or should not keep. I need, like, how do I farm this actively? Such a weird, like, thing that I have to farm. How do you farm, like, Sarmakor, whatever the hell they're called? I guess they, like, they're in the boss camps with, like, these guys all the time, right? Such a weird item to farm. They need to give us more efficient way of getting Mora. The 5k Mora expedition is so bad. I agree 100% with you. I have a guide on the channel that's like a Mora guide, so how to make Mora. Now, obviously, there's no secret trick that like makes you gain thousands of Mora that you can't gain other. Like, there's just a lot of different ways of farming Moras that some people might not know. So hopefully, in that, if you type !Mora, you can check the guide, and hopefully that can help you like find maybe things you didn't know. Like, I talk about sigils a lot because sigils is a good way to farm Mora. Like, it's one way that you can technically like farm infinite Mora over time. So hopefully that can be helpful. But yeah, I need Mora badly. I'm using like my dust from the wish system for most of my Mora, to be honest. And obviously the battle pass, if you're paying the battle pass, the Mora that it gives is good. So Well, I guess I got some scrolls here. This is basically what I have to do. Okay. So many questions, guys. I'll try my best to answer, but there's a lot of you guys, so I will try and not miss too many. What's the best weapon for Diluc? I think the Wolf Gravestone is the best weapon. The 5-star, it's hard to get. If you don't have it, I think the Prototype Animus will be the best 4-star weapon for a long time at least. 50 runs on Flamewood's domain, and I still can't get my hands on the Hourglass. Holy that's a long time. I'm sorry to hear. What's your AR though? Because if you're AR 35 or 40, you're gonna see like 2, 3, sometimes even 4 purple items drop, especially at AR 40 plus. So if you're not like AR 35 yet, like just wait until you are, or if you're not AR 40, maybe wait until you are, because there's gonna be a lot more chances of you seeing what you want to see at that AR. Because at AR 40, I think you get like 2 or 3 purple item every time, and then sometimes an orange. Okay, let's go here. I don't want to conference on. I was on teleport. Thank you. You need to make a new PlayStation account to reroll. Wow, that sounds painful. I'm at AR 30 and I don't have a 5-star character, and that's not a big deal. You don't need a 5-star character to play this game. I mean, my party has like obviously 2 5-star. I only use Diluc for a while, but you know, I use mostly 4-stars in my Abyss teams, and they definitely all do well. Like my second Abyss team is mostly all 4-star, and it clears things as well as my first Abyss team. So.
Oz reveal. Nice and spicy.
Battle Pass is cheap way to get good amount of Mora and XP book. I mean, Battle Pass is probably one of the most worthwhile investment in the game. If you're going to spend money, you're going to get the most value out of your money from the Battle Pass, especially if you max it out. There's so much Mora, there's so many books, there's so much in the Battle Pass. Like, even if you bought $100 worth of Primogem, you wouldn't get half of what the Battle Pass gives you, so. I want arrowheads. I want you guys to give me some little scrolls. I'm gonna just steal all your food. Which one is better? 4 Crimson set or 2 Gladiator, 2 Crimson? 4 Crimson set is, I think, the best. The 4-piece Crimson set makes it so that the 2-piece Crimson set is boosted like by like ×3 basically. It's like, it's insane. Like, it's too good not to use. The power damage you get from it is insane. Oh, really? Just as I ult, you just jump up? Oh, 9,000. I like that. And who subscribed? Mediful. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you very much. I'm glad to see so many of you guys subscribing tonight. That's very appreciated. And hopefully that means you like the content. If you're in need of any guide, just pay attention to the bot in the chat. There's a lot of guides for a lot of the characters in this game, as well as a lot of tips and tricks and like farming and AR and all that kind of stuff, like guides on our channel. So hopefully, if I can't answer all the question, you can look at the bot and look at the command and use some of them to find the guides that you need. And hopefully I can answer most of your question, because that's what I'm trying to do as much as I can. I'd say 2 Crimson, 2 Berserker. I hit 16k crits with it. I mean, Berserker gives you crit rate. It doesn't make you crit harder. But, you know, Berserker is not bad. But Diluc already gets a very high crit just from his kit. Like, he just has very high crit by himself. And the 4-piece Crimson is too good. Like, I do 25,000 crits with my Diluc. And I'm not even, like, maxed out yet. Like, I still have a lot of, like, items. Like, I don't even have any orange items on him at all. Like, there's a lot more room for me to do even more damage. And I'm using 4-piece Crimson, and it's really working well, so. And to be honest, I don't think there's anything that beats the 4-piece Crimson. It's too good. It's the bonus of the 4-piece is way too good. Now, for anybody who's a main Diluc and is interested in more information about the Crimson set, the 4-piece, and how Diluc works, tomorrow night, probably around this time, I really am keen on posting my Diluc late game guide, where I talk about specifically Giluk and his late game item sets and his late game team comps, who you should bring with him, what you should do, all that kind of stuff. Because obviously it's a very high asked question, and Giluk is a very important character in this game. So hopefully you guys can check that out when I post it tomorrow. I mean, I would suggest you subscribe, and then you can see it appear on your notification if you have the notification enabled. Otherwise, I might stream again at this time and then post it as I'm streaming or after I'm streaming. Because I think it's there's like, it's a 10-minute video, so I can't really go into details here for 10 minutes about it, but it has a lot of the information that people are asking about Diluc. And I also have a guide on the channel currently about Diluc, which is more about the early game before AR35. So if you're before AR35, that will be good for you as well. Let's see. I want to buy BP, but I'll waste my money because I don't think I will max BP. I'm only BP 17. I mean, there's still a lot of time left in the BP, so you could still do it, as well as the new event gives a lot of BP boost right now. Like, there's like something like 4,000 BP points, which is like, I think actually there's like 5 actually. You can get 5 full levels just from doing the co-op event. So, even if you don't max the BP, it's still worth it. Like, I think there's a certain range that you have to reach for it to be very worth it. But there's like, what, 30, 40 days left in the BP? Like, they would be very surprised if you can't reach at least like level 30, 35. And all you have to do is make sure that you complete most of the weekly and monthly, and then like as many dailies as you can every day, and you'll definitely get far enough. And if they add another event in a week or something, that's the same as the co-op event that gives BP point, well then, I mean, I'm sure they probably will add events that, like, it seems like they did. It's a lot of bonuses that they gave us right now. So we only need 1 or 2 more events like this. Like, see, mine's already level 36. And these, like, look at these 3 event ones. It's like 5,000 XP almost. Like, that's incredible. If they do 1 more event like that, there's 50 level. This is 10% of the BP completely in one go, right? 1 event, 50%. 10%, sorry. But yeah. How much crit rate do you get on Diluc? I'll show you. Let me get these XP books. So, as Diluc, when you ascend, you see that he gets 20% crit rate, and then at level 80, he's gonna get 25% crit rate. So this is base crit rate that he gets just from being Diluc. Like, you don't need to do equipment for that. So 25% is already very high. Now, if you get crit damage, it's gonna be very good for Diluc. So crit damage is a very good stat as a secondary stat on all your gear. Attack is also very good. The more attack you do, the more damage you do, and then the more attack you have, the higher crit hit. So there's a nice in-between where you have a lot of attack and a lot of pyro damage and a lot of crit all at the same time. And all these 3 together, like, the more of each that you have, the better it is. And there's going to be this diminishing return, so you're going to have like a lot of attack until a certain point where having attack doesn't do as much, and then crit is going to be better. And like pyro damage is almost always going to be probably the best stat for Diluc though, because pyro damage is like all he does. And then when you crit, your crit multiplier goes off of your attack, and then it adds the pyro damage bonuses on top of it, so it's kind of like nuts. Diluc has an in-rate crit rate of 33%. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing at max level he will now have a 20%. At level 80, he's gonna get 25%. I guess at level 90 he has like 30-something%. That makes sense. Oh, thanks for the info. Aim for at least 50%. Not too sure. Oh, you guys are talking about kitching. Just wait and level the battle pass first. If you see that you can make it, buy it like 1 week before it ends. Yeah, that's a good strategy. I mean, nothing forces you to buy the battle pass until you've completed it and then evaluate if you think it's worth it, right? Like the last day of the battle pass, be like, oh, I'm actually pretty close, so I'm probably going to be worth it. As well as, in the battle pass, there's the reward at the end is very good. You get 680 Primogem, like the last level here. Now, if you're like here or here, you can purchase levels here. Now, of course, they're a bit expensive, but if you can purchase basically like 5 level for almost free. Like 4 level, and then you get 600. So like if you're 45 or 46, and then you can pay like 700 like Primogems and then finish it, and like you're gonna get the Primogem back. Otherwise, you don't spend it and you don't get it. So it's obviously like these last 5 levels can technically be free. And obviously this is, like that's 500,000 Mora here, like, and 2 of these books, which is really good. Like this gives you a lot of ascension material, which is good. So, you only really need to reach AR 40, not AR, but like BP 45 for it to be like very worth it, because then you can just max it out for basically free. Obviously, the more you can do for free, the more Primal Gem you'll keep, but... And this is what I need, these scrolls. Am I the only one who's having a hard time getting under 3 minutes in the co-op event? I mean, I've done under 3 minutes many times. It depends on who you're teamed with, though. Like, obviously, if like you can also join other people's game that are lower like world level than you, and then you can just destroy their world and just be easy as hell. But also, you need people that know what they're doing. So, like, if nobody's picking up the elemental stuff and you are, well, it's kind of like at that point you're like the only one working, right? Like, you need everybody to be picking up the stuff. Is Jean worth putting time into? Yeah, she is. She is one of the best support characters. She does great damage. She heals. She's like the jack of all trades. Like basically, that's what I like to call her. She does everything well. So there's like one of the most popular streamer on this game is actually maining Jean, and he's doing very well with her. He's like AR 43 or something with her, and you know he's had no issue clearing any of the. Obviously, he's like very paid to win, but Jean obviously doesn't need to be like, you don't need constellation to make her work. I have 48% crit rate and 117% crit damage. That sounds very good. The only thing that I worry about is like people go too hard in crit and they have like 100% crit damage and 50% crit rate, but then their base attack is so low that their crits are like 1,000. You know, like you have to be careful that you still have good base attack. You know. Where am I going? It's so sad when I'm just killing like these little mobs. Should I go for power damage on Diluc? Yes. It is what you should go on Diluc. I'm very excited to release my late game Diluc guide tomorrow because I'm getting these questions a lot, and I mean, the only thing I need is to like film some footage of me critting for like 20k, 30k, and all that kind of stuff, and then I can use the footage in the video and showcase how I'm doing that by like explaining what I'm doing, right? Like, so far my highest crit is almost 26,000 on Diluc, and that was like a few ARs ago. Like I'm higher level than I was then. For people who message staff and support, and if the first 5-star you get from a Venti banner isn't Venti, the next 5-star will be limited banner. Let me know if I'm wrong. Yeah, I think what you mean is that, so if you roll the limited banner, like the Venti banner, the next time you... Oh, look at these chests, Jesus. Then like the banner, I guess the pity carries into the next special banner that will come out. But I'm not sure actually. Let me see. Would like people who don't know to have this now. Oh yeah, I know what you mean with the Venti thing. So basically, if you don't get Venti on the first pity, the second pity will for sure be Venti. I think that will be applying to Klee as well. So if you rolled a 5-star on the Venti banner and it wasn't Venti, now when you roll on the Klee banner, the first 5-star you get should be Klee, right? That's kind of what you're trying to say. I think I agree with that too. I think it's going to be accurate, but I can't say it's speculation. It seems like it's hard to progress after AR 25. To be honest, until AR 35, it hasn't been hard to progress at all, I would say. Like, I was saying that earlier in the stream. Now, I'm AR 37, almost 38. Now, I haven't not turned in all my Animoculus into the Shrine. Now, if you turn them into the Shrine, when you have them all, it's like 450 XP. Same thing with the Geoculus, so that's another 450 XP. So that's 900 XP that I haven't gotten from those. On top of that, if you look at my quest log, I have, first of all, a quest here. Now you get story quests here, 32, 34, and 36. You get these story quests, which are like a few chain quests. Now this is what it is. It starts with 250, and I think it gives a bit more because it's like a chain of a mini quest. So that's another way of getting XP. Now, I have a quest here for 500 XP, which is a secret chest. Like, you have to find this quest in the world. It's an event, but when you do the event, it's a puzzle that is all over the world. But once you do it, you get this quest, 500 XP. Same here, 100 XP. It's a little cooking thing, whatever. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. And then I have another one here, 450. So there is so many hidden quests and puzzles in the world Like, you need to explore the world, and every chest you discover will give you 20 or 30 AR the first time. Like, there's so much content in this game. I'm AR 37, and not once have I done a like chest run or grinded something. I just go in every day, do my daily, come here, check for bosses, farm the ones that I need, do my resin, do my all this stuff like the event, whatever's going on. Then I log off, and I do that every day, and I'm AR 37, and I have never not like had something to do. I've never run out of content. I need so many materials. I need so many plans. I need so much stuff right now. It's incredible. Like, I can't level any of my characters. Look at all the stuff that I need to go farm. Like, all this stuff, I still need to farm all of this. I will need to farm all of this same kind of stuff here for this guy. Like, I need all these plans. And when you're farming these materials, you will find a lot of artifacts. You'll find a lot of chests that you didn't see before, or chests that respawn. So while you're doing all that stuff, you're going to get a lot of XP. This is kind of like one of the ways to do that, you know? There's like something like a few thousand chests in the world, like, and every one of them gives like 20 or 30 XP. And then they all, okay, not all, but the majority of them respawn within a day to like a week, depending on the rarity of the chest. So, you know, that's a lot of XP. If you calculate, like, even 1,000 chests times 20 XP is 20,000 XP. That's like 3 levels. And if they all respawn, I think they give less AR the next time, but like, you know, there's definitely enough content to bring you to like level 35 without having to do any kind of grinding. Can you play with friends on this game? Yeah, there is a co-op system, but it's limited. You can't do world like quests. Basically, like, you can't advance your quest progress, and you cannot like, well, the players that join another player's world won't be able to loot any chests. So the main player who's in his world can loot his chest, but he can't do his quests, and then his friends on his world can't like do anything. Like, they can't do any chests. So the majority of what you're gonna do in co-op is like the world boss, like the cubes and the flowers, like all the stuff that drops essence material. You can also do the wolf boss, and you can do any domain, any artifact domain, or any ascension material domain. Like, basically everything that costs AR you can do in co-op. So it makes it like less boring to grind, I guess. The only thing you can't do is Storm Terror, which is also something that costs when I say AR, I mean resin, but yeah. Is it cross-platform? Every single platform can play with each other. The only thing that's not cross-platform is like, you can't use your PS4 account and log on a PC with it. Like, your PS4 account is for PS4 only. But then PC and mobile, like, they're on PC and mobile only. Like, you can't go on a PS4 and log with your mobile account or PC account either. But you can play with people who are on PS4 and vice versa. Black screen glitch is starting to really piss me off. I'm stuck at resin cap. I don't know what the black screen glitch is, so I'm not too sure what to tell you there, but I'm sorry to hear. My only suggestion would be that you should join the official Discord for this game. I think it's actually in my description right now. And, you know, there's a support chat there that people are kind of like helping each other out with bugs and different peripherals and stuff. So if something's not working for you, hopefully someone in there will have a solution for you. Because I sadly have had no issues at all playing this game, so I don't really know what's the problems that are going on right now. Okay, so are we doing progress or not, guys? That's not what I want to see. Enhance. Hey, we are doing progress. 10 out of 14. Now they're respawning. Is there some in Liu? Yeah, there is. If I miss any of your questions, guys, please don't be afraid to ask again. It's hard to see everybody's name. I can see the mods and the members easier, but I can't see everybody, especially it's going very fast. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions that I haven't answered. Obviously, also check out the guides that are being posted in the chat for a lot of the character guides and tips. We have a guide on AR, on how to level up. We have a guide on what to do after level 35. We have a guide on how to farm Mora, where Primogems can be obtained, like all this kind of stuff. So a lot of them are available through the chat command in the chat right now. Otherwise, I mean, if you can just check the channel out, there's a lot of that that has been uploaded in the last few weeks. So we have an entire playlist of Genshin. And otherwise, ask me any questions, and I'll be happy to do my best to answer it. Can you give me some advice to level up AR 30 plus? I mean, just do all your daily stuff and explore the world a lot. Go find puzzles, go find quests. One trick that I can give you is use the interactive map for Genshin. There is a link in the description, but otherwise it's easy to find in the on internet, whatever. And the interactive map has a filter where you can see all the hidden world quests. Like there's a lot of like optional hidden quests and puzzles that are scattered around the world, and one of the filters shows you where they are. So you know there's a lot of these quests that give hundreds of XP. You should probably look that up and see if you've missed an area. But otherwise, the main ways of leveling in this game is farming materials that you need by opening chests at the same time. See, like I'm going around, I'm farming materials, and then there's chests that spawn all the time, and I do all the chests, and then while I'm doing the chests, I'm getting XP, and then I'm farming materials at the same time. And that's kind of like the only way to level. You better be burning. Best weapon for Diluc. It is probably the prototype animus or the Wolf Gravestone. I mean, not probably, most likely. Yeah, and please don't spam. Actually, give me a second here. Let me just do something quickly here. There we go. They're Koga. You are now. I mean, you're here all the time, so you definitely can do that. I'm free to play and just got Diluc. Wait. Oh, it's basically on. Oh, you're talking about the bug, the black screen bug that you got? Yeah, that doesn't sound fun at all. I really wish I had the information to help you out with that. I'm free to play, got Diluc, so you can suggest me a good team of 4-star characters. Sure, use my team, but replace Barbara here. Partial, Xiangling, Barbara, Diluc is a very good team that I ran until yesterday. So can Chi-Chi be main DPS? I mean, I've seen a lot of people do that, but I wouldn't say that she's a great main DPS. The problem with Chi-Chi, like, so her entire kit is based around healing, right? Like you can do a lot of damage with her, but her kit is not made to enhance her damage. And when you level her up, what the stat that she gains is healing. Like she gains a lot of healing. Like she's based on healing. So of course she can still do damage, but she's not gonna be your main DPS because her kit isn't built on DPS. That's kind of like you definitely can use her and do a lot of damage with her and perform very well. You just, you know, the main DPS of your team can't be someone that's not really built to DPS, is kind of what I'm thinking. She's definitely like the best healer in the game for a lot of comps because of how much damage she does, though. And obviously, her healing scales off attack, so you can still build her like the same way you would build a main DPS, like a lot of attack. Just that obviously it's she's not ever gonna do the same damage that Diluc will do because all of Diluc's ability are do X damage, crit this, and do this. It's all more damage, more damage. Chi-Chi is all heal, so you're gonna be missing a little bit of like extra edge to get your healing up the way you would like to see it. I'm sure. Stop freezing me. Let's navigate to the next one. I unlocked Battle Pass at level 22, wondering if the other pack I will still get the extra 10 levels. Oh, I don't know, but I would. If you can still buy it, then most likely, yeah. Just pull Jinkyu. Do you think he fits with Xiangling, Fischl, and Barbara? If yes, which role does he have? I mean, I don't know much about that character. We do have a guide on him on the channel, but I don't know much about him. I don't really know how to use him very well. I would recommend you check the guide. He's definitely more of a support than anything. But I know players who play him and say he's very good. So there's no character in this game that can't really be played. They just have a bit of different roles. Can you show me official artifact set? I can. Not that it's anything special. Prototype Animus or Debate Club on Diluc. Some people say Debate Club is better than Animus until you get R5 on Animus. My opinion on that is that once you get like once your weapon is like why mine is right, let's here go. So at level 70, I have 429 attack and 22% attack here, right? A debate club at level 70, obviously mine is not level 70, but if he was, it would not be 420, it would be 300 something. It would be less, you know, and I find that at some point the difference in base attack with a base attack is basically one of your most important stat in the game because every one of your percentage attack goes off of your base attack. Now I have so many, like I have hundreds of percentage of attack percent here, like on my gear and on this weapon. So if you're missing out on like 40 or 50 base attack, and if you get it to level 80 and 90, the weapon and stuff, the difference is too massive. The debate club is good, but not that good. Like it's not that much better, and that's where I feel like prototype becomes better. I'm using prototype and I'm feeling fine, and I would not switch it for. Obviously, the more refinement you give the prototype, even the better it is gonna get for sure. But I think at refinement 2 or 3, it's still already better, especially if you can bring it up to the level that it's at right now. How to destroy water mage shield faster? You need to freeze them. Just spent 160 US trying to get Chichi. Hopefully, I mean, no luck, so I'm sorry about that, but hopefully one day you get it. It is the gacha dream. Okay, guys. Yeah, I use Creo. Yeah, that's what it said. I use Barbara for DPS. Barbara has like a weird DPS build, but she scales off like damage very well. Like you can definitely do some fun DPS stuff with Barbara, but I wouldn't say that she's a main DPS, of course. But again, it's a single player game that you only are you're the only one who really gets to see the progress of it. So if you're liking it, go for it. Like no one's here to tell you how to do it. I'm here to answer questions about people having specific questions about how stuff works, but I'm not gonna tell you what to do, how to play your game. Obviously, if you're enjoying that, then go ahead. I mean, that sounds fun. I didn't build it that way for me, so it's kind of like impossible to try out. But one day, if I had enough maximum XP and maximum items and more, I would try it out. Why not? It sounds fun. This is a disappointing boss. Let's see. And I've missed so many chats. There's a lot of chats tonight. I know it's sad about it. And Koga, thanks for helping. You definitely deserve the mod rank. Amos bow gives an insane amount of attack. Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm using on my 5 show. I am so sad. Upgraded Xiangling for DPS, but only able to clear 7-1 at 1 star. Abyss is really hard. Seem like this rotation rewards will be missed. Yeah, I mean, I don't. What AR are you again, Dixon? Obviously, it's gonna be hard. Like, it's not easy. Like, I clear Abyss 8, and like I have a lot of like 70, 60 characters. And I mean, you know, if they were all 70, I would even like it would be a lot easier. Like it's hard. It's so much material. You need so much in this game. I use Diluc as my main DPS in one team and Xiangling in my main DPS in the second team. And you know, I'm doing okay enough, but I could be doing better too. Like I'm still farming all that stuff. I kind of like just want to get her weapon up so that I can do some Abyss right now, actually. Like as you can see, it's hard to get this stupid item that is super common in the world, but I just didn't get enough of. Okay, let's see. Let's go here. I swapped the bait club to prototype animus on damage, and the damage change is pretty huge. Like, much better, you mean? Or worse? Because I never used the debate club. I used the prototype animus from the beginning, and I have never not two-shot at everything I've hit, so... I mean, that's kind of like because of Diluc, of course, but that is the subject that we're talking about right now, right? What's the best free-to-play weapon for Xiangling? The craftable Crescent Pike is the best free-to-play weapon for Xiangling. Craft the Crescent Pike. And craft it as many times as you can when you get the materials for it. Like, when you get these spears. Let's see, where are they? Where are they again? Here? I never know what anything is in this game. There you go. these prototypes, like the polearm prototypes, you're gonna get one from the Abyss, and you're gonna get one that you can buy in Liu. So that makes you a refined 2 Crescent Spike, and then when you do the boss every week, you'll eventually get more. Like the weekly boss have a chance of dropping some of these, so getting a max refined Crescent Spike on Xiangling will be the best free-to-play weapon she will ever get in this game, as far as what's available. Even not free-to-play, it's still better than most crafted weapon. That is only if she's your main DPS though, of course, because it's a physical damage boosting weapon, so you need her to do a lot of her main damage as auto attacks. But when you do, Crescent Spike it's insane. It's just too good. Actually, there was an entire post on Reddit the other day where people tier crafted, like they used a Crescent Pike and they tested and like looked at the damage numbers and stuff, and it outbeat every single other 4-star spike or whatever pole arms by a very, very big shot, because the cooldown, like the ability on the spike, or I don't know what it's spike, it's a pike, the Crescent Pike. But the active ability on Crescent Pike is up 100% of the time on Xiangling. Like, you'd never have downtime. So you're basically always having that ability up, and it's obviously insane. Between Baidu and Chongyun, which is better with Facial, Barbara, and Xiangling? I'm a free-to-play player. I mean, your options here are great. You can have Baidu and do like double electricity, which is a great kind of comp. Baidu is an amazing carry. Chongyun is also an amazing carry, but he takes a little bit longer into the game to shine. Like when you're higher level, which is perfectly doable as free to play. But when he's very high level, he becomes much better than early game. I think Baidu might be a bit better in the early game. But Chongyun is one of my favorite characters, and he's an amazing carry. So in this sense, play them both and see what you like. Obviously, having a double lightning is like a pretty specific team comp that works very well. So you could go for that, and you would not regret it. Baidu would not make your life any harder. It would make it really, really strong as well. So, and remember, when you go into the Abyss level 5 or higher, you need 2 teams of 4. So you need 8 characters, not 4. So in that sense, then you can use your, like the one you didn't choose, you can use them there. Hello, I have Venti, Fischl, Mona, Chi. I love to play 4 elements. My AR is 36. 4 element is perfectly viable. That sounds really good. That's a really good team comp. I also love to play 4 elements, because the more elements you have, the more combos you can create. That also increases your damage in some ways. You know, sometimes it increases your damage more than... Okay, what is this thing? And sometimes having 4 element, like the combos that you create, will increase your damage more than just getting like 2 elements and buffing each other. Right? Not all the time, but sometimes. Might want to update the Xiangling build. Yeah, the Xiangling build is from the beta. It's definitely not as a like, you know, some of the information in it is not terrible, but they did change a lot of stuff since that beta. So you're correct. Actually, I probably want to make a Xiangling build again pretty soon, because I use her very heavily in my team. So thanks for that. Yeah, I definitely will make an updated Xiangling build, because it will require, like, you know, I'll make a main DPS Xiangling build basically. I don't have that Crescent Bike, and I don't have the materials to craft it, so that I can't really show it off perfectly. But obviously I'll show it off as much as I can and speak about it. Is this really bad 4 element? No, Gronel, the 4 elementing is not bad at all. Your team sounds really good and you are doing fine. I mean, the only thing about your team is that you have a lot of supports. You don't have a lot of like DPS. Venti is a support, Mona is a support, Chi-Chi is a support. But they all do damage. Like, you'll still do fine. Do you recommend me rerolling? I don't know if that's what it's called. I mean, you can reroll if you really want some characters in specific, but I didn't reroll. I don't recommend rerolling because I find it's a lot of time. Especially now, they removed a lot of the rewards that you got in this game for rerolling were given the first 2 weeks. Now it's been more than 2 weeks and the game is out, so there's less rewards now. So it's not as worth it as it was before. But whatever's gonna make you enjoy the game more is gonna be good. My main DPS is Fischl at the moment. Yeah, Fischl is a great DPS, so that's good. Just get good weapons on her. Upgrade everything that she wears all the time to get as much damage, attack, and you'll do good. I am level 60 Diluc Constellation 0 with 1400 attack. How come my element skill doesn't hit as hard compared to other, even if we have same attack? My elemental skill only does 500, 800, while other can do 1200, 1500. At talent is level 4. I mean, you'll definitely want your talent to be as high as possible, and you'll definitely want your gear to have as much attack as possible. You'll want your weapon to have as much attack as possible and be as high level as possible. The weapon level is very important. And now, if you have a lot of that, I mean, your AR, you said you're level 60, so you're not AR 35 yet, which is fine. But when you get this set, your attack's gonna start hitting a lot harder. This set makes Diluc's attack hit hard. Now, other things that you can do to help Diluc is, like, you can have a Barbara with this weapon. This weapon, Twirling Tails of the Dragon Slayers. This gives you like 50% attack for 10 seconds. When you switch from Barbara directly to Diluc, which I did a long time before I got Chi-Chi. I only got Chi-Chi only 2 days ago, so this is what I was doing before. And then you can use a Bennett or Xiangling as support, which are both great characters, and they give 25% attack for being 2 fire in one party. And then Xiangling also has a constellation here that reduces the enemy's power damage by 15% when she casts her Goba. And 1 constellation Xiang is not hard to get. And if you're lucky enough to get 6 constellation, you're going to get 15% power damage while your ult is on. So those are all things that boost Diluc greatly. If not, I mean, I don't know otherwise what to tell you. I would recommend you go watch my guide and try to itemize your artifacts to have as much attack as possible. And then eventually when you reach AR 35, you're going to farm the Crimson Witch of Flame set, and it will really like change your life. Drop me my scrolls. There we go. That's what I need. Scrolls. See, like this area here, the 3 towers have a quest inside, and when you do the whole thing, you get 500 XP and chests, which give like a lot of XP each too. That's another way to do XP, is finding these kind of quests around the world. I mean, I know I did it before, so I'm not gonna go there, but I guess I should spawn 1 more of these. I'm almost I'm gonna head out to the abyss pretty soon, guys, because I'm probably pretty much ready to do a nice little abyss push. Let's see. Good morning. Hi, Ryu. Yeah, hi. I've been cheesing the abyss with just 1 character leveled up on each team, and the rest is just for breaking shields and heals. Hey, that's the safest way to do it at the beginning for sure. You'll need a lot of like high characters to level 9 and plus, but at the beginning you can get a lot of that. Just made $80 drawing something for a client. Time to roll. Good luck. What's your ideal way of getting Primogems? Well, Koga just linked you a guide for Primogem, basically, so this is all the ways. The main way of getting Primogem is really chests. The more chests you open, the more Primogems you get. Like obviously, all these little square, like when you do these first-time temples. Now, I've done them, so you won't see it, but the reward for all these temples that you can only do once, like they're called domain, but they're like everywhere. They're like a little square instead of being this circle, whatever. They give a lot of Primogems, and quests give a lot of Primogem, but the only consistent way of doing Primogems every day, other than like doing your commissions here, like commissions give like 60 every day for sure. The only other way of getting Primogem like consistently every day is chests. Now, chests respawn at different intervals. Sometimes it takes days. But most chests that respawn, if not all, this is not 100% confirmed, but I know that at least some of the chests that respawn give the Primogem every time they respawn. So, if you've done it, they give 2 Primogem every time, but if you open 100 chests a day, well, like, you can get 200 Primogems every day. And there's thousands of chests, so you can definitely open 100 a day. Now, I haven't, like, I know that some chests 100% give Primogem after they respawn, because I tested it today, and so did Zeno, and we both opened chests that we had opened before, like 100%, and they gave us Primogem a second time. Now, they were not common chests, though. They were like a higher rarity of chests, so I don't know if that changes something. Which banner is better to summon for Diluc? If you want a character, the best banner is the Venti banner. Even though you're going to have a lot of chances of getting a lot of Ventis, they still have a better chance of dropping characters, including Diluc, because the other banner has a lot of weapons. So you have a high chance of your 5-star being a weapon instead of a character, which in your case, if you want Diluc only, well, then you don't want to open weapons. Excuse me. I'm not appreciating your attitude here. It's these shields are hard. What breaks this shield again? I don't remember. Is it ice? No. There's I think it's what is the element that breaks electro shields? I don't even really know. I think it's water actually. Is it water? I think it could be water. Yeah. Let's see. Do abilities level up with your world level, like the mob level? No, it's pretty much fixed. I'll start farming the Crimson Chest now, then I should be wait. Xiangling does boost I mean it does boost Xiangling's damage, the fire chest, but the fire set, but you shouldn't use the Crimson Witch on Xiangling because she doesn't do enough fire damage for it to be worth it. Let's see. How do you unlock Venti? You need to pull from the wish. A Razor is better with Xiangling Venti Chichi or official Venti Chichi. Is there another recommendation comp with Razor? I mean, I would recommend you check the Razor guide on our channel. Just type !Razor. There's a bit of talk in there about team comps, but both of those teams work well with Razor, so there, you won't go wrong with either or. What's the best spot for respawn chests? I mean, the trick for that is whenever you open a chest in the wild, mark it. Chests that have like an event associated with them where you have to like put some torch on fire and stuff like that. Those chests don't respawn, so that way you won't do those again. But most of the chests that you just find randomly in the wild that like sometimes have mobs spawn and defend them, whatever, they always spawn. So you're gonna have to like start marking chests that you find and areas, and then you're gonna find yourself areas. There's plenty of like chest farming routes online that are available on Reddit and on the Discord and all that stuff. I personally have never done a chest farming route yet, so I don't have any information for you because I've never done it yet. I'm not there yet, but I know there's a lot of it that exists. We will come out with a video on chest farming routes. Like it's one of our planned video, but it takes kind of a long time to like plan properly because Xeno is also doing that on his character, and he's like planning routes right now as we speak when he's playing. So once he has a route planned fully, he'll be able to share that. What breaks water shield? Cryo. What's a good build for Chongyun? I think early game you're going to focus only on having like a lot of attack, and if you can get cryo damage on your on one of your ability or one of your item, that will also be good. Late game I couldn't say because I don't have Chongyun right now, and I don't exactly know how his late game builds are going to look like. What his late game builds are going to look like, but I just know he's very good. That's a nice crit. Let's see. You guys looking for Primogems? Yeah, Primogems are hard to get in this game. I mean, there's no like really easy way to get Primogems other than just doing all the content and then just opening a lot of chests daily. Now, this game is gonna get updated on a weekly basis. I mean, a monthly basis, every 6 weeks, and they're gonna add events like the Crucible as well, probably on a bi-weekly or weekly basis. Eventually, once they get rolling, like there's gonna be a lot. The Crucible is 300 Primogem for doing it, right? 20 times, so that's a lot of Primogem for free for an event. Like, hopefully they have these events like probably at least one event a week, maybe sometimes more than one event a week. That would be good. So. Okay, now can I do it? 11. How many small ones do I have is the question. Can't believe how many of these I missed. Like, where do you farm these easily? Like, there's so many of these mobs around, but there's no like spots that has a million of them. I have Razor official and my free character. What should my lineup be? Razor official Xiangling Barbara does very well. Venti Diluc or Mona Diluc? I mean, it depends. Like, what's the rest of your team? Mona's not it's a very good character, very, very good character. But she does a different role than Venti. Like, Venti is really good to do a lot of like AoE clearing in the abyss. 40,000, thank you. I personally don't really know how to play Mona, so I don't really know. But there's a Mona guide on our channel, so like if you want to check that out, hopefully that can give you some insight. Because in this situation, they're both good. So at the end of the day, it comes out to like, what do you prefer? What do you enjoy playing the most? Because if you're enjoying the gameplay of one more than the other, while those two characters are pretty even in terms of being strong, go with what you prefer. Right? There we go. Let's upgrade it. Got all these white things. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, I just refined a weapon. I shouldn't have refined, but whatever. It was not. It was trash. Let's use these. Yeah. Wow, look at that. 170 for like 3 level. I mean, the damage that it gives is still good. I run Razor Official Xiangling Barber. Any comment on this? I mean, you sound like you're running a very balanced team with 3 elements, 1 healer, and 2 damage dealers. So my comments is that you're doing well. Okay. Now I got this weapon up. I know it's not the best weapon in the world, but my Xiangling, the more damage I can give her, the better. And her artifacts are pretty strong. Gladiator, that's for sure. Hit rate, energy recharge. Should probably switch it with this one. This one is not leveled up enough. And this one is, HP. So much HP on these items. Such a pain in the butt. And this one is a great item, but I don't have the items to level them up fully, so. I think I'll get this one to level 12 at least. I don't have these characters, but would Diluc, Venti, Xiangling, and Jin be a good team comp? I mean, I don't like having 2 animals other than like if I'm traveling the world, so it's not a bad team comp, but having 2 animals is not perfect, like, because in the Abyss it doesn't really serve much of a purpose, but it's not a bad team comp, that's for sure. I'm at AR 32, I have 4 set of Crimson Witch of Fire. Should I even... It has bad stat, or stay with my current artifact, which have very good stat? You should not switch to like 4-piece Crimson until you have 4-piece with the right stats on it. Like, you don't want to put pieces with HP and defense just for the set bonus. No, it's better that you keep attack and stuff until you can farm them to have what you need. Like, what artifacts you got on Xiangling? She has the full Gladiator set. The correct answer is waifu husbando. Waifus are the meta, that's for sure. But I'm a husbando team because I'm Diluc. 12, 12. Oh, I should definitely get this to 12. You always have your items be like at least 4, 8, 12. Like never another number. Like it always has to be a multiple of 4 because that's when you get the most value. Because you get enhancement. Even though I got freaking defense, like woohoo. 12, 12, 16, 12. Okay, so this is all good. Now my Chi-Chi has... I guess I can try and enhance this one. Oh, I guess I don't have any consumables left, which is always fun. That's the problem I hate this game is you can't, like... What the stats are on these items is impossible to figure out. And that is very infuriating because I'm sure a lot of these is trash, but I don't want to go and look at them one by one for like an hour. Like, it's just so badly designed. And it's like you need like quite a few of them, right? So I'm not gonna like start trashing items that could be good at some point. So I mean, I'm gonna go with what I have. It's what it is. I run MC as the main DPS and I'm almost 40. I mean, especially if you're on PlayStation, MC as the main DPS is not bad. I'll be honest with you there. It's not bad at all. So let's do this. What is my team again? Let's see. Does this work well? I think this works well. What did you think of Double Geo? Oh, I have absolutely no clue about Double Geo. I've never played that. Pure Crafting, Ningguan, Noel, C1 Healer. I mean, what does Double Geo even do? I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's bad. I just don't. I couldn't tell you. I don't have experience with that. You don't have a husbando team. You have a harem team. One guy, three waifus. Okay. How do you get good roll and substats? You don't. You keep farming until they roll well. Good thing they're adding a locking system. Yeah, I can't wait. Can it be already? Because I need that right now. You can check the one that have good start and mark them with a star. Yeah, I guess I'd have to go through all of them one by one and mark them all, right? Like, where's the bald guy? The bald guy doesn't stream all the time. We're two of us streaming on this channel, so we're two, like, half the videos are me, half the videos are him, and then he streams in the AM and I stream in the PM. Friday, I'm gonna go for pity pool, and the rest I'll save for resin refills. Yeah, that's smart. That's safe. Can Noel be a good healer in the Abyss? Yeah, Noel can perform very well in the Abyss, especially for free-to-play players who don't have a choice. You do Noel and Barbara. Double Geo equals shield equal more damage. I mean, I'm sure there's a way to make it work. I don't. I think this game is designed so that everything can work. Really, that's what it is. You know, everything can work. You just have to build around it. So I think this is gonna be fine. I'm kind of unsure about. I guess this is kind of like pretty good. Because my dilute, I'm kind of like wishing that I had electricity here, but I don't want. I think this will work. I'm still not fully convinced. I'm AR-26 with Diluc main DPS. Should I farm Fire Witch set or farm elite bosses for possible 5-star artifacts? You should probably do neither. So at level 36, you can farm the Fire Witch set. The world boss for artifacts is kind of useless, even though they're 5-star. Like, you're gonna get 5-star like 10 times easier when you do AR-40. So don't farm stuff like right now for 5-star in the hopes, because you're gonna waste so much resin on the world bosses. Farm the world bosses if you need their material, and then if you don't, stop farming them. You can farm the Crimson Witch of Flame because you at 35 plus you have a high chance of getting an epic from every time you do. But at level 40, you're gonna have a high chance of getting an orange item. So I would say either farm the 4-piece Witch of Flames right now for your Diluc and then stop farming and then just farm Ascension Materials until you're 40. Or just wait until you're 40 and then use all your resin until then for Ascension Materials that you will need. Like, you can do both. Like, I obviously farmed my Witch of Flames set before AR-40 and it's worked well for me. It's fine, but it can take a lot of resin to farm a full set, and resin is very valuable in this game, and now I'm missing of all the Ascension Materials, so... I do think Noel is boosted with energy or user. I think so too, yeah. Okay, let me...
Brace yourself. Think you can get away? I'll protect us. Everybody stand back.
This is me. Can he die already? Ooh, 14,000. That was nice. These are tanky guys.
Let the show begin.
Retribution!
Think you can get
These are tanky guys.
Here we go. Let's light it up. Let the show begin.
Oh, don't die. I think his comp is missing a little something. I think I had electricity in this comp last time because it was a lot easier than this. Yeah, I think my second team had I think I had Fischl in this team. My second team had Venti and Xiangling. I mean, it's still working, but it's just a lot harder than it was last time. Honestly, floor 7 harder than floor 8. Yeah, it seems like it. I mean, this team should be strong then with Fischl and Xiangling.
Shadow Raven, let night out of the frying pan. You're toast. Life goes on.
No rest for the wicked.
Out of the frying pan.
She hits hard though. Look at all these 1,000 damage. 3,000. Wow, that's a big crit for such a fast attack speed. I want to kill this fire guys because the fire guys have like the hardest freaking shield to break when the shield is up.
Barbados, guide us.
Excuse me. Oh, 24 damage. Nice one, Chi Chi.
As you wish, miHoYo.
I mean, I already cleared this floor. I just want to max it.
By royal decree.
Don't shoot me. What the hell? Like, why is he shooting me through the wall and I'm like blocked through the wall? That's what happened last time too. I think I lost my Xiangling here.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave it because it's obviously not worth it if I can't full star it. I'm gonna have to use different teams here. Hey man, nice stream. Could you suggest how I can pass Abyss for 4? Have Diluc, Kitching, Chi-Chi, Barbara. I'm wondering if I'm missing on gear. I mean, you need, like, if your Diluc and your Kitchings are your main DPS, you need to have them full, like, gear. Like, you need their gear to be maxed out. You need all the stats to be attack and offensive and stuff, and you need, like, the weapons to be as high level as you can. And, you know, it's what makes a difference is how strong your gear is, really. Okay, what is this one? Chamber 1. Okay, so I need water in the second team. Definitely need a water in the second team. Okay, definitely need a water in the second team. So this is what I did. Fischl and the loop together. They're too good not to use together. And then I guess Bennett is great, and then Hydro works well. And then the second team is Venti, Xiangling, and then Sheen and Chi-Chi. So you have like, that's the thing that I don't like is two Animos in here though. Two Animos is like, eh. I guess the other solution is I put Jean up here, but does Jean heal enough for this party? And I said I needed water in the second team. So like, this would work, I guess. A lot of healer here, but I mean I could use Baidu otherwise too. There. Let's see what I can do. Would Menti make a difference in my case? I mean, Venti is good, but you have already such good characters that you don't need Venti. Venti is a very, very good character for the the Abyss, but Venti isn't like the only good character that exists really. Like Venti is a good support. Like Venti is not a main DPS, not a main carry. Like, you know, it's not a required character. It's definitely a good character. Like, I'm not saying it's not good. These guys are tanky. What's happening to me? What the hell? How did like my character just die? That was a weird lag. Sanji, thanks for subscribing. I got Chi-Chi there first, but it's cursed. I mean, Chi-Chi is great. I actually like Chi-Chi more than like Venti. But I mean, Venti is obviously such a good support for a lot of like the some of the levels in here. But like, you know, on levels like I'm doing right now with the two like mages, Venti is useless. Like, I mean, not completely useless. Just Venti is not like not a great character in there. As in, it doesn't the ult doesn't trigger on these kind of mobs very well. Um, let's see if I try this. This works kind of. And Venti. Oh yeah, because I'm missing that second fire here. I want second fire here. That's it's kind of that's what I want. Said Cheech. It's hard to make teams in this. Like, there's so many different things that come into perspective, and I guess I have like too many supports. I kind of like it's hard because I want to use them all. They're all good, but they don't all fit in my team right now. So kind of like this team is missing damage. I guess. And this is gonna work. Which is better for the Abyss, Venti or Fischl as a support? I mean, they're both as good for different reasons. I need different outfits. Okay, let's see what we can do with this team. Stop shooting me.
Shadow Raven, let's go. I swear by my sword. Odds revealed by
And this freezing is annoying as hell. Can I move? Hello.
this realm.
Jesus, this level is
Princess. Orders given. Orders received. Wheel of life.
I guess I should just nuke the frost one first and get rid of him. Because obviously I can't do anything. Water and ice enemy are the most annoying. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like obnoxious because like you're just trapped forever.
Think you can get away? I'll protect us.
At least these guys, I can just do this. Stop exploding fire in my face, guys. At least it's a lot easier to kill these guys.
Come on, we can do it. Let the show begin.
Barbara is such a good healer in this. Like, she healed the entire party so much while she's doing these attacks. When it's a fire mob, you just got Barbara out and you just heal your entire party for free. It's crazy. Well, I might get off to bed. Have a good night, Zoaz. Well, thank you for your help and have a good night as well, man. Is there any way to shred through water and cryo without dilute? Because Razor isn't the best for that. I mean, you need fire to go through cryo, and you need cryo to go through water. Oh, this is good. 20% attack. Now, without fire on this team, it's gonna be a bit sucky, but do what you can.
Retribution!
That was a big crit.
Faster? Okay.
Let me kill all the archers first.
Wind, hear me. Wheel of life.
Jesus. I had my arch right, which is shoot his weak spots, but why is every time I switch on her, it's dying?
Orders given. Orders received.
Hey, this ability, hurry up already. I already. Like when I dodge and I still take damage. What time is it where you are? It's 9:30 p.m. actually. Razor, Xiangling, Venti, and Barbara. Is it stable? Yeah, you have pretty much everything you need there.
That's gonna hurt in the morning. Let's light it up. I'll protect us.
All these guys with the fire buff on them. Can I even break this?
Go, Barbara, go. Booba, get them.
These mobs are so tanky. Guess I need to get them out of this area.
Nice and spicy. Let the show begin. Go, Barbara, go. Booba, get them.
Man, I don't get this fire thing on the ground. Can I do anything against it or just like no?
I'll protect us. Frying pan.
I don't know if I should kill the archers first or not. Otherwise I can just shoot his eyes.
Here we go. Think you can get away? I wouldn't glide in. Nice and let the show be. No.
Oh, what the hell?
Ruin everything. Teamwork is dreamwork. Off we go.
That's why I need my Barber Constellation. Yeah, this level is a bit insane, as in with the team that I have right now. My main DPS is a fire, and there's a fire buff here, so
Ready, steady, go! Let's dance! Brace yourself. Time for takeoff.
my Faisal would definitely do well in this team.
I'm going in. Yahoo! Brace yourself.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to do like the next floor after this though. The next chamber, I mean. Because there's no way without my main DPS in the team. I just don't understand this whole fire thing here. Like, what does it do? Can you even attack it? Like, it's just there and everything's like immune beside it?
Think you can get away?
I'm here, the Hindra, or thank you for subscribing. So I'm just gonna try and survive here.
Brace yourself.
I mean, I do like no damage with this team right now. It's insane. My Venti is not made to be doing a lot of damage. Just ult.
Time for takeoff.
I'm gonna have to work on my team comps a little bit for sure in the future, but for now, I mean, I'm still able to clear at least most of this floor, and if I had played better, I would have been able to clear this floor for sure, but...
Wouldn't gliding be Yahoo!
They get boosted by the fire thing, and I don't know, why can't I deactivate it somehow? That's really what I'm wondering.
Everybody stand back.
Just have to use Barbara's things.
Brace yourself. Let's play.
Well, at least I did that floor. So what are the best stats for Diluc? You definitely want a lot of fire damage, and you definitely want a lot of attack. If you want to check my guide for Diluc, if you're lower than level 35, just go and check that out. What are good electric characters? Faisal, Razor, Baidu, they're all good, to be honest. It's hard to go wrong. The buff gives them a massive defense buff. When they have the buff, use barbers or that. Oh, yeah, I guess that's really what it is. Attack, power damage, and crit damage. Yeah, that's all good. Hi, I'm back after school. Hey, nice to see you again, Dafa. I just need to like perfect my teams. I mean, not perfect, but like enhance my team so that they're a little bit better. Because right now I'm missing a little bit of balance in these teams. It's 2 Paros, and this is obviously what we just saw. So a lot of fire stuff. This would be easy. Diluc would destroy this one. So would Xiangling probably. And then this one is really easy as well when you just use Barbara. I'm not a big fan of Jean at all. I find Jean so weak as a healer and a support right now. I think it's just because I don't have her geared well. My Jean's gear is like all level like 0. Sure, if she was fully geared, she would do very well here, but like I'm having so much difficulties with her and my team. Then if I did this, this would definitely work. I'm just worried of missing some elements here. I don't have anything against fire, but I guess you don't need anything against fire in that specific floor. Is it even worth to bring Barbara 3-star book from 40 to 50? I mean, you know, you saw that what I just did, the Abyss. I do cast Barbara's auto attack quite a bit to destroy shields and stuff. So in that sense, there is a use to it, but it's not the best. You know, it's not like the damage increase is still pretty slow. Like Barbara's damage is not meant to be high damage, so it's not something that I would waste too much stats on. But Diluc, Chi-Chi, Xiangling, whatever I should use as a fort. Yeah, definitely Fischl. Fischl is going to be very good in that team. Very, very good. Let me know, guys, if you have any question or if you want me to go back in the Abyss. And so it's hard to answer when I'm in the Abyss, but I'm happy to do a little bit of more testing and trying out. Otherwise, if you have any question right now, let me know. There's like a lot of questions earlier I had trouble answering, so now I'm available. If I missed your question while I was doing it, obviously, is what I mean. This is good when you're hurt, I guess. The problem with that team is that there's not a lot of healing, but I need Barbara in the second team. I mean, the problem with my Chi-Chi needs to be level 70 in order to be able to heal more, because Chi-Chi gets such a huge buff at level 70 to heal. And I mean, not level 70, but like just increasing, like ascending her so that she can reach level 70. That's what I need. 60 AR to the AR, 60 XP till AR 30. Wow, nice. Time to grind her, she's level 1. Okay, but that's it's gonna be a grind, but Faisal is like Diluc's best friend because the E, like the crow that you put on the floor, it helps Diluc so much. It's too good not to use. It's like godly. Do you think I should buy Razor from shop if I have Baidu? If you're using Baidu as your main and she's like leveled up and all that stuff, she's as good as Razor in many situations. So no, I wouldn't do it. If you don't have her leveled up as at all and you're wandering between the two, Razor is definitely a good choice though. I got 5-star on floor 8, almost 6. Well, you're close. You're doing similar as what I'm doing, so that's really good. My Chi-Chi is level 70. What are the advantage? When you bring her from level 60 to like 61, like you ascend her, whatever, she unlocks her 4th skill. Now, her 4th skill means that when she auto attacks, she has a chance of like putting the debuff, the same debuff that her ult puts on enemies. You know, when you ult with Chi-Chi, you give every enemy a frozen debuff where they heal the characters that attacks them. That obviously is a great ult. It's amazing. It's most of her healing coming from that. Now, when you get level 70, or when you get Ascension towards level 70 on Chi-Chi, her auto attacks also put that debuff on enemies. So you basically just go around, auto attack everything, and then they have the debuff, and then you can switch around to any characters and then attack and heal yourself like crazy. And when you need healing, you just switch back to Chi-Chi and start auto attacking again. So I have an issue. I can't decide who I want to focus on, Diluc or Keqing. That's a very good issue to have. That's what we call the first world problem. Obviously, they're both amazing carries, and you will do well with both of them. Now, you can see that I am in the abyss here, and I need 2 teams. So one of your team could be led by Keqing, and one of your team can be led by Diluc, so you can use both. But otherwise, it is completely up to your preference. Which one you like the gameplay more? They're both complete amazing carries, and there's not one that's better than the other. It's completely up to you. Keqing is my main DPS. Baidu is my second Electro. If you have Baidu as your second Electro and Keqing as your main, I wouldn't go for Razor as your third. Like, I mean, not that Razor is bad, just that you already have 2. Like, Razor is usually supposed to be a main DPS. Now, Keqing is taking that role, and then Baidu can also do that role. So I wouldn't go for like 3 Electro at that point. I would try and use those currencies to like buy stuff like other wishes, or save up for maybe next month. Maybe there's gonna be a new character there, or it's up to you. Obviously, it's not wrong to get Razor, but just the more of these characters that you have with more ascension, the better they get. Like, if you split yourself too thin, you're gonna get hurt a little bit, like your gameplay. Would you use the BP Greatsword for the look? I can't decide which weapon to take. I'm using the prototype Animus, and I think I am not a big fan of the BP sword, to be honest. The Greatsword and the BP, first of all, every time you take damage, you lose one of the stacks. The stacks take 4 seconds to apply, and there's 5 of them. I take damage often. And sometimes you take like 5 damage. Sometimes you take like 1 arrow. Sometimes you are standing on the ground and the ground's on fire because Diluc's a fire character and it's damaging you. It's not doing a lot of damage, but it's still damaging you. So in any of these situations, the BP weapon is completely useless because you're not using the buff, you're not getting it at all. On top of that, the BP weapon has crit rate as its main statistic on it, and it's not bad for Diluc, but Diluc already has a high crit rate. Diluc prefers attack and crit damage and pyro damage. So that weapon, I have issues. Like, I'm still waiting for someone to prove me wrong, but I think that weapon is worse than the prototype Animus. What are you doing at this point on exploration? Like, how are you spending your resin now? I'm spending my resin almost fully right now on talent books to level up my talents. And the rest is on materials for my ascensions. I still need to ascend my Chi-Chi. Now I have the materials. I used 120 resin today on the cryo boss, and I got the materials. Now I just need to farm violet grass, which is hard to find in the open world. That's what I need to farm for my Chi-Chi. And otherwise, talent books. All of these guys don't have max talents except Diluc. He's the only one with max talents, so it's hard. 100% of my resin goes into ascension materials, and I'm like running short. And I'm using primogems to like use resin, so. Hope they rotate next month. Yeah, me too. What build do you go for official? My official is full attack and electric damage. And her bow is attack bow as well. It's an Amos bow. It's full attack. Everything on my official is attack. She's just an attack. Like, the statistic that she has the most is attack. And the rest is power, electro damage. There's other builds. There's crit builds and stuff. There's like elemental mastery builds, but that's not how I'm playing her. Because in my like Abyss team here, as you can see, she's one of the 2 main DPS of the second half team, and then in this first half I have this guy. Obviously my Bennett is completely useless in this team, but he like his gear is completely useless, but he has a good ability. So Anyone have an opinion on which pike I should craft for Xiang? If you're gonna play Xiangling, craft the Crescent Pike. If you're gonna play Xiangling as your main DPS dealer in your team, if she's the one who's gonna do most of the damage by auto-attacking, you're gonna use Crescent Pike. If you're using her as a support, then craft the other one. It's so stupid that you can't put 80% EP of a Let's Play level 60 weapon in another weapon, but only to the cap where you... Oh yeah, I know what you mean. It is a bit stupid, yeah. Would you take the BP bow for the extra utility on Venti? The BP bow is good for Official and Venti. Again, the BP bow has crit rate. Crit rate is not great on Venti. Venti does very well with Viridescent Baron Arrears set, Anemo damage, Swirl, Elemental Resistance reduction. So he does very well with the Stringless, which gives Elemental Burst damage, which is all that he does, Venti. So for Venti, that bow is maybe not great, but for Official, it's very good. But as you said, the extra utility is not terrible. It's not going to be terrible on Venti. It's just not as good as the Stringless. And the Stringless is obviously a wish weapon. It's a 4-star, but it's still hard to get. Now that is hard. I am feeling the pressure now at AR28. Like there's too much to do. I mean, I still have so much to do, and I'm AR37, so... How many resets are you paying with Primogem? 150 Primogem is too much for 60 resin. I never pay 150. I do 50 and 100, and then I don't do the one. It is too much, but yeah. I'm a free-to-play player. Do you have any tips for building a second team for Abyss? I don't want to overspend. I have Mona catching as my main DPS. I mean, when you're a free-to-play player, you do what you have, right? So you have Barbara for free. You have Xiangling for free. That's a perfect start for a second team. You could use Noelle as a second healer if you don't have any other ones. And Ketching is going to do great in one of your teams, of course. So, you know, Xiangling, Barbara, Official is not too hard to get. Maybe you have her. At least maybe you have one Electro character. Like, you know, you've probably had 1 or 2 characters that you've unlocked through the wishes. So literally anyone that you've unlocked that is not the starter characters will do well. And then the starter characters are not terrible. Kaya does well in the Abyss team, just to give you the ice buff. Like, you don't attack with him. You don't give him gear other than like stuff that boosts like elemental mastery and whatever. Like, you don't want him to be a DPS. You want him to just use like give you cryo. That's really what you care about. If you had Razor would do amazing. You know, you do what you can in the Abyss. I was a free to play. There's a YouTuber that actually clears the Abyss floor 9, and he only uses the free to play characters. He doesn't use anything else. Even if he's pulled them from the wish, he doesn't use them. He uses like Amber, he uses Noelle, Lisa, Kaya, Xiangling, Barbara. Everything he uses is free to play, and he clears all the floors. Obviously, he's like his characters are like level 80, like he's a high level because he's played a lot. But I got Stringless, never used my Venti. Oh yeah, well Stringless is the best bow for Venti. So should I upgrade talents my main DPS, Diluc, or on Venti as a support too? You should upgrade talents for everyone. But when you upgrade, like if your Venti is a support, upgrade his talent for his ult and his E. Mostly his ult though. I don't upgrade his auto attack, right? For your Diluc, you should upgrade everything because he's your main DPS. Like on my Barbara, her talent for her main auto attack is not upgraded. I don't need the auto attack to do more damage. I don't give a app. I got full instructor on Kaya. Yeah, that's great. He uses Amber, absolute mad lad. Yeah, definitely. I couldn't do. I did Amber in the beta and I struggled so hard with her. She's so clunky to use. She's not terrible when she's high level, but she's just so clunky to use. The wishless run, that guy's insane. Yeah, I mean he also plays 20 hours a day, so that helps him, but yeah, I got Venti and he doesn't use it. Yeah, I mean it's like hard mode, right? Obviously he won't be able to clear like every content that ever puts in the game, but like the game is still, you're meant to have constellation and stuff eventually, right? Like, but the starter characters are still gonna be fine, especially when you do get constellation on them. Can I see what artifacts you use on Official? My Official has the 2 Electro set that gives 15% Electro damage, and she has 2 Sojourner for 15%, 18% attack. Nothing special, just high attack stats with Electro damage. Thoughts on Chongyun? I think Chongyun is like one of the best Claymore characters, but he needs to get high level and high ascension level to really shine. When you unlock his last ability, he really starts shining even more. But he's great. I find him really good. if I had him, he would be in one of these two teams right now. I would love to use him and I would love to have him, but I don't, so I can't. Is Xiangling good for main DPS? Yeah, she is probably one of the top 5 best main DPS in the game right now. Only beaten by like 5-star and like Fischl. I use Chongyun as a DPS. What party should I make? I mean, you should make any party. You can make Chongyun with Xiangling, Barbara, Venti, Fischl, anything. It all works. Chongyun is a very good support and a very good carry, whichever way you want to play him. He is amazing, yeah. You say he won't be able to. He is there trying to show that he can do it. Now we wait. Yeah, I mean, obviously he will. I mean, I'm sure he like. You know, when you do the Abyss with level like 80 and 90 characters, and you know they're all ascended and all that kind of stuff. Eventually, like they'll be able to do pretty much everything. But a free-to-play player that doesn't play 15 hours a day won't be able to do what he's doing in the same way. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely going to be proving a point, and I mean, I'm happy that there's someone like that out there to show that it's possible, right? But I would suggest to everybody who's a free-to-play to use your wishes and build your team with the best characters you get, not just try and use the free-to-play ones. If I already got the team I want, would I still roll for the character banner or the weapon banner? Well, the thing is that if you roll for the character banner, you're gonna get ascension materials, not ascension, but constellation materials, right? So a lot of these characters, like Xiangling, Barbara, Fischl, like the ones that are in the Venti banner, no, they're all amazing when they're constellation. If they're max constellation, they're like godly. Like Barbara as a max constellation is a godly healer, and Fischl as max constellation is like one of the best characters in the game, hands down. And Xiangling as a max constellation is also absolutely amazing, especially if you're using Diluc. So rolling the banner again to get constellations is not a bad idea. Now, depending on how your budgeting is and how your future plans for Genshin are, it's also worth saving until there's new characters so that you can try them out. And it's like if you're gonna roll everything now and make your team now with those characters, and then you can never roll again for months and months, you might be bored and quit the game. So it depends on you as well. 2 a.m. watching your stream. Nice. I'm glad that I'm entertaining you enough for you to be up at 2 a.m. watching my stream. Do you think I can main DPS Ning 1 to floor 8? I think so, if you have very good gear and high level and ascension and stuff. Is it good if I increase elemental mastery for Venti? Yeah, it is very good. I have a guide on Venti. Just type !Venti in the chat and go check the guide. I talk about elemental mastery on Venti a lot and how to use it properly, so hopefully you can check that. Thoughts on Shinkui? I have no thoughts on Shinkui because, as you can see, he is level 1 in my party, and I have never played him and I have never tried him out, so I just don't have the knowledge to talk about him. I find him personally very like slow and like clunky-ish, boring-ish for my gameplay experience. I don't enjoy the feeling of him when I'm playing, and that's enough for me not to play a character because I'm playing this game to have fun, not just to play whatever is going to be best. Obviously, I have good characters, I can't complain, but I don't. If I play the character and I don't enjoy the gameplay, I just don't play the character. That's kind of how it is. How to stop Genshin Impact freezing on PC? I wouldn't know. I'm not freezing. I would recommend you go on the Discord, the official Discord for this game, and over there, go and look at the troubleshooting like Discord channel, and hopefully they can help you there. DPS Fischl just need Constellation 1 to be viable, right? Yeah, she needs minimum Constellation 1 to be viable. Constellation 4 and 6 make her broken, though. Hey, I found me a team, the guy that you get in the beginning of the game, Barbara, Fischl, Xiangling. Yeah, Traveler is the guy you get at the beginning, and then that's great. That's great. Did you hear about the leak on how it's going to be every 50 roll, it's going to be 5-star? That leak was like that was a long time ago, that leak, and that was completely debunked. I think there's no truth to it. It was all made up, completely made up by random people. I mean, we never know what could happen, but it's been confirmed that that wasn't a real leak. Basically, it was lies. I made wrong spear for Xiangling. Now I have 3 DPS in my team. Would you make like the other one, the crescent spike? Currently hit 400, 500 per normal attack. If I'm using the Fischl as DPS with no constellation. I mean, that's pretty good, but again, it depends on what your AR is and all that kind of stuff. Ulok, thank you for subscribing. I hope you're enjoying the content, and if you have any questions. I don't have any more gems for official. I mean, obviously it takes a long time to gear up and get high and all that stuff. So, you know, take your time with it. What's the point of rolling in late game? My team is pretty dope, and moving forward, it's not feasible to ascend new characters, even 5 stars. Well, you know, the point on re-rolling and rolling in late game is going to get new characters. Like, that's going to be the only way if you wait later on in the game when they introduce new characters. But if you want to be strong as possible right now, you can roll on these banners to make these characters stronger, right? Okay, should we try this again? Thanks for everybody for in the chat right now. Everybody who's dropping a like on the stream, everybody who's watching, commenting, and subscribing and stuff. It helps a lot on our channel. We release a lot of Genshin content every single day. We stream. There's 2 of us streamers and content creators on this channel, so we stream every day. We release videos every day, and we're enjoying ourselves a lot. So thank you for everybody being here and helping us out with that and supporting us and all that stuff. Yeah, I said I'm gonna kill this guy first because last time he gave me hell. I don't care about water, but I don't want to be frozen. This I can freeze the other one with Chi-Chi's ability. There you go, you're frozen, you can't do anything to me.
Let's light it up.
There we go, that was much easier this time. All you have to do is kill the frozen guy first. Let's see what we can do here.
Let the show begin. Odds reveal thyself.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Oh, goodness gracious. I'll protect us. By royal decree.
Yeah, I should have gone to the Elemental Crucible to get the buff.
Come on, we can do it.
Excuse me.
Coordination.
Really, you got your shield up at the last second?
I'll protect us.
That still works. Any tips for making Baidu OP? I mean, getting her a lot of gear is gonna be the best way. She's very strong. You have to learn how to use her block properly and then counter at the right time so you activate all of her maximum damage buffs. And once you do that, then if you have good gear on her, she's gonna do incredibly well. Like, Baidu is probably one of the strongest carries in the game, especially in the Abyss, because preventing damage taken and then doing it back to enemies is like, it's such an unheard of, like, amazing kind of ability. Jesus, that's not what I was hoping to do here.
Sacred name, fortune preserver. Faster.
Retribution!
Holy sh... These guys are tanky.
Adventure to everybody stand. Think you can get away? Eyes.
This guy has so much HP. What the hell? Oh. Oh.
Life goes on. Yahoo!
There we go. I need my fire damage. Let's go. There we go. I love Baidu. If you ever see her low on any tier, it's simply because she demands you to play the game. Yeah, Baidu is like high skill cap, but high reward. I think she's probably better than like most carries. It's just you need to use her properly for it to work well. So I go for 2% attack or 1% attack and 1 physical damage bonus. For official, not max constellation. I mean, for official, attack I think is better, to be honest. I mean, you do physical damage, but you do so much of electric damage that scales off attack, so you should go full attack. But if you do a lot of white damage, like a lot of like just auto attacking, then the physical damage might work well. I don't brush my teeth, bro. I'm thinking about starting today. What do you think? That's a great question. I think you should start today. I have the one constellation on official. Yeah, the one constellation really makes her auto attack deal so much more damage.
By royal decree. I'll protect us. Yeah. Barbados, guide us. Odds revealed by midnight phantasmagoria.
Ooh, that's close.
Let the show begin.
Stop attacking me, you dummies. This is going a lot better the second time, now that I fixed the teams. Hey boy.
I'll protect us. Odds revealed by
And hit these eyes more than once. There we go.
Come on, we can do it! Yeah, wings of darkness, come! Out of the frying pan, into the You're toast! I swear by my sword!
Get him!
Nice and spicy!
There we go. That's 1 star. It's not too bad. It'd be faster if I had a bit more damage on that team, but you know, it is what it is. Because my damage is fire and I'm fighting against fire, so you know. I just want to say that I always look forward to your stream when I get home from school. Just want to say thank you. Might say that you might mean a rude comment video, but me and other enjoy your content. Well, thank you. That means a lot. I mean, there's always like some trolls in some of the content, but 90% of the comments, like 99% of the comments, are always nice and friendly. So, well, thank you very much for that, though. I'm really happy that you're enjoying the stream. You can't please everyone, but we're pleasing enough people that it's worth it. Let's get rid of this guy quickly.
Everybody stand back! Opening box of a Death Eye Trick surprise. Yeah, time for takeoff.
Birds.
Taco. Yahoo! Let's light it up! That's gonna hurt in the morning. Off we go. Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Ooh, that's hurting.
Wow. Life goes on. Let's light it up!
Oh shit, I'm taking damage here, huh?
Stand back! Here we go! Time for takeoff! Go! Opening box of a Death Eye Tricks. Why do they never miss? Yahoo!
Guess I have to avoid the frozen floor next time.
Let's light it up! Let's play! Go! Play! Play! Yahoo! Yeah! Yeah!
I'm here, head. Oh.
Brace yourself. Get out of here.
Guess I have to just avoid that.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Wouldn't gliding be faster? Everybody stand back! Think you can get away?
Kill him! Only my Chichi that add gear. Gonna go sleep. Having good luck with the stream. Good night. Good night. Thank you for being here tonight again. Sorry if I can't pay too much attention during these fights, but as you can see, they're a little bit intense.
Let's dance!
This one's easier because obviously I have a lot more elemental effects in this team than the other team.
Wings of darkness, come, sever.
I find Barbara's like the healing that Barbara gives is too good not to use. I wish I had my Chi Chi leveled up so that I can actually heal more because I'm lacking a lot of healing in the other team and that's really a big problem for me. I just need my Chi Chi to be better basically. Look at that damage. Like Xiangling, like this is what I mean when I said Xiangling can be a main DPS. Like, look how fast she's killing that guy.
Let the show begin. Come on, we can do it.
Dexter, thank you for subscribing as well. Let me know if you have any questions. And we're gonna try between these bosses to be able to answer some of your questions, guys.
I swear by my sword.
Where did it go? Does it keep disappearing?
By royal
There's a fire shield. There it is.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Perfect. Well, that wasn't bad. 3-star. So I got to floor 9 now. Nice. Just hit 30 time to ascend. Wow, good job there. Good job. If I missed your question while I was getting killed / killing these busts, let me know, guys. I am Creeper. Void, are you stirring trouble again? Some enemies feel more like meat shield than actual challenge. Yeah, I agree with you what you mean there. Any character can be main DPS. That's definitely true. How much time left on this Spiral Abyss reset? Do you mind looking for me? Actually, I don't. I actually can I? I can't even exit here. It's 1 day and a few hours though. I know I checked it earlier, but I can check in a second. I just wish I could see. I wish I could see what I'm gonna go against here. It doesn't show me anything on the floor 9. Like I want to see the mobs that I'm gonna still fight in. Like I guess I'm just gonna make like random team. Doesn't matter. Like if I can't see what I'm fighting on, I'm not gonna keep going. You know what I mean? Are you and Alex live in the same house? No, we live very far apart in the same country. Yeah, but we know each other in real life. But we don't live in the same house now. How much time left? Oh yeah, that's what you want. Let's see. Question is what's your real name? Well, my real name is very French, so people call me JM. Which are my initials. But I also don't mind Zoras. Zoras or JM always works for me. Well, these floors. So you wanted to know how much time? 1 day, 3 hours. See, like there's a blessing here with shields too. If you have a shield character like Noelle right now in the Abyss, it's gonna be very good. Now, what is this? Pyro damage dealt increased by 75%. Now, I feel like I'm gonna have fun with that one. Electro damage dealt, overload damage. Well, that's like exactly what my Diluc official party does. So Pyro Slime, Electro Slime. So that's fine for my... This is all going to be killable with my Diluc. Oh, and then this is Fire. So that's going to be fine as well. And then... Rune Guard. So, I mean, it's going to be fine because I have 2 Pyros here. So I can do... I kind of need Fischl in my team with my Diluc, though, I guess. Because then the overload damage is the only way I'm going to get overload. And I want to take advantage of the overload. I can do this. That's fine. Yeah, that's a good team. And Then this becomes, I guess we would have to do Jean, Jiangling, this one, and then Bennett as the second. I'll just use her, even though she's really not here. It will just give me the overload that I. Can put Jean up here. Do Jean teach? Let's you, 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 and you. I don't want double fire. I don't need double fire all the time. This works, right? 2 electro, 2 fires, get electro overloaded. Everything's gonna be great there. This has a lot of healing. This has 2 healers for my Diluc. I not like that for just the letters J and M. My name is like a long French name. It's 12:20 in Texas. How about you? It's 10:21 actually. I'm 3 hours before, I guess. 2 hours before. I'm in the West Coast. Is there any point in having 2 DPS character in one party? I'm using Fischl and Xiangling just to provide power. I mean, as you can see, both of my teams are built with 2 DPS characters with 2 supporting characters. So 2 animal support, 2 healers. I mean, 1 healer in each, 1 animal support in each, and then the main DPS are, fire and electricity. Bruno, thank you for subscribing. You guys excited for floor 9 of the Abyss? I think I'm gonna get I think this is gonna go well for me, specifically because of the ley line disorder here. I think I can destroy this floor very easily. I mean, if it's boosting power and electro and those are my main DPS, I should be good, right? What's the best way to break water abyss mage shield? You need ice. You need to freeze them solid. That's how you break them. Electricity does okay, but you need ice to break it. Is this channel run by just 2 people, you and Alex? Actually, yes. I mean, there's 3 of us, real life friends, who run Not Casuals, but the channel itself is run by me and Alex. We made the channel 10 years ago, and we've been making videos. I mean, we had the break of like 7 years, 8 years in between, but we made a lot of videos back in the days for Skyrim and all that stuff, and then we started again because of coronavirus. Yeah, the Militia, actually, it's not that, but it's close to that, but it is exactly how you would say JM, yeah. So yeah, there's 2 of us. There's me and Zeno. We are like both friends in real life, and we've been making video game content all the time. He streams in the morning, I stream in the evenings. Most days I try to stream almost every day, and he streams every single day. Otherwise, we make a lot of video guide content, so that's kind of what, because there's 2 of us, we can have a lot of guides. So that's why we have every day we have at least 1 video, like guide, sometimes 2. So at least with being 2 of us helps having that, because we can create more content easily while the other one is streaming, vice versa. And then we have different teams, so we can cover more characters. So that's that's helpful too. Iker Garcia, thank you for subscribing. Should I continue doing the the storyline at AR24? Yes, definitely. Can I ask you, front app do you use to make most of your thumbnail? I use Photoshop. I make all the thumbnails because Alex is not the artistic one. So I make all the thumbnails on Photoshop. I actually have like a degree in like Photoshop and like multimedia tools and stuff like Adobe and stuff. I'm not the best at video editing. Like I'm good at doing the basics, but I haven't learned all the effects and all that stuff. But Photoshop, Illustrator, all that stuff, I'm okay with. I'm in Germany. Your stream starts at 4 a.m., but I love them. Well, I'm very glad that you love them enough to watch at 4 a.m. Thank you for that. Hopefully, I guess if I stream later for you guys, it's better. But for me, it's getting later and later in the night. I just can't clear Spiral Abyss because when I use Venti Elemental Burst, my phone just gone. It's freezing more than a minute, so I'm out of time. Well, that sounds really, really not fun, actually. I guess, can you lower your graphic anymore, or I guess not? Really love the content and the knowledge in this channel. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alex is try hard one. Yeah, he's definitely a higher level and plays more than me. I spend more of my time doing thumbnails and making guides, and he spends more of his time doing streaming, but it both works very well, obviously, for the channel, so. Yeah, let me see. Let me see what I can do here. Didn't have enough more to level a character to 60, but I got my main DPS weapon to 60, so my damage 8 lacking. Yeah, that's fine. As long as you can ascend the character, you get a big boost by just ascending. You know, you don't need to level up as much as you need to ascend. Yeah, this is a cool world. Look at that. Look at how cool this place is. Oh, and this is this the kind of world that you can push enemies off the edge? No, I guess not, because there's a ledge. I might go do key lines for Mora unless you have better suggestion. I mean, there's a Mora guide on the channel if you wanted to watch it. My best suggestion is like farming chest and sigils and then turning your sigils into Mora is going to be the best way. But ley lines is another way of doing it. I find like you need resin for so many things more than Mora, but you obviously need a little bit of Mora. So
Midnight
the
phantasmagoria.
battle pass is also great, obviously. Let's see how this pyro damage does. Oh, that's pretty nice. The overload are critting for like 6,000. That's pretty good.
Midnight phantasm.
Hey guys. Oh, look at all these crits everywhere. Are we liking it? I need to heal before I die. I need my Chi-Chi to be like boosted so that she can heal my party better. She obviously does a fine job at healing a little bit, but and if I had a better Chi-Chi, like the heal would be so much more real. Well, that went pretty well, right? It's hell. Yeah, it is hell. More as hell. I want to try Faisal and Jiangling and main DPS as my team. Should I get more crit attack or just a base attack? Until you're late into the game, like AR 3540, you should just go for attack. Crit is going to be good later on, though. This game has a lot of bugs right now. A lot of people are having problem with the game just crashing as it loads up. Yeah, I mean, you know, some little information that I have here is that when the game launched, they were expecting players, but this game has 6 times more player base than what they expected. So this game blew up 6 times more than what they had planned for, and they invested 100 million into advertising. So they planned for a lot of people. This is 6 times more than that. So it's actually become probably the biggest, most played game in the world right now. Especially the Discord server is almost the biggest Discord server of all Discord servers that ever exist. It's bigger than the Minecraft one, the Fortnite one. So this game is blowing up like insane, and they're not like obviously they're not prepared for so much people. So they're still fixing bugs. They're still dealing with that, which is one of the reasons why you're like having probably issues logging in. There's still bugs and stuff. They're still fixing them actively, and they're overwhelmed by how much they have to do, I'm sure. But at least it's pretty smooth compared to other launches. So it's give it a few weeks and a few months, we'll have a lot of content and all that kind of stuff, hopefully. Opinion of Serpent Spine for Diluc or Baidu. For Baidu, I think it will be very good. But for Diluc, I'm not a big fan. I am still not sure of the Serpent Spine, but I don't think it's that good for Diluc, especially because you take too much damage for it, the buff to stay on you long enough. There's too many things about it that I dislike. And crit rate instead of attack hurts Diluc a lot. Like there's pluses and minuses. I am not convinced yet about the Serpent Spine. What is a good amount of crit for a character? As high as possible, I guess. But I mean, once you have like 15-30%, you're starting to crit pretty often, and at that point, getting crit damage will be very good. Did you know that making the same time trial for an NPC 3 times is giving you gradually better chest? Oh, I didn't know that. That's really interesting, actually. So you can just keep redoing it over and over and get chests every time. That's interesting. Actually, there's a map on our Discord of all the time trials. Someone posted it the other day, so I can look that up and do that. Somehow I like this more than game Monster Hunter. Me too. I mean, it's similar, but it's more fun. It's been out for 2 weeks, and the admin says they're looking into it. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna take some time. You know, it's gonna take a few weeks, but I mean, they're definitely looking into it for sure.
Time for takeoff.
Let's see the overload damage. There we go. Look at that. That's beautiful. This is why Venti is good, by the way. This ability that she's doing in the air, that's the reason why Venti is good. I don't even know how to play Baidu. And this is the block, right?
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Here we go. I'll protect us. Yahoo!
And Baidu is not the greatest character right now. Her gear is completely unleveled, so I'm just gonna use her for electricity combos.
Yahoo! Yahoo! Think you can get away? Here we go. Back at ya.
There we go. That worked out.
Eyes on me. Back off. I'll protect us. La la la.
See my little party quickly here.
Think you can get away? I'll protect us.
And those are tanky slimes. That worked. I got 3 stars, so that's fine. How long ago did the game come out today? 2 weeks and like 2 days, I think. I mean, it's been out for 2 weeks, so yeah. The new player who joined after 1.1, they'll have any advantage or disadvantage? I mean, the early game bonus that they're giving right now, there just won't be as available for the later joiners. But other than that, there won't be any like difference. Within 8 seconds. Let's see. Damage. Let's see. Character damage, physical.
I hear the
Is
voice of fate, speaking my name in humble supplication.
this works. 60% crit is enough, so after reaching it, just move for crit damage. Yeah, 60% crit is probably like way more than enough. But Beidou, Xiangling, and Keqing ascended my feud level as well. That sounds good. Beidou looked fun. I mean, she's definitely fun, but she's like tricky to play, basically.
Oz, reveal thyself.
I don't they're all like ranged like this. It's like, can you guys come here? These are tanky mobs, but this is a good damage. And you see my ult is already back up. $7,000 crit, I like it.
I got careless.
Wait, hear me.
You're open. Fry. Picked the wrong test subject. Time for retribution. Have a little take. Picked the wrong test.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Blink. I summon thee. Opening box of the Death skull.
Verdict is
On reveal. Let me amuse myself.
Well, that worked. Two stars, but hey, it worked. Good job there. Hey, give me 1 second, guys. I will be right back. Yeah, I'm back. Let's clear this floor up. Let's see what we can do. Just cleared 7th floor AR-22. Hey, good job. It's not easy, this thing. It gets harder and harder. That's for damn sure. Look at all these guys. God, I don't even know if these guys are gonna be like doable. Can I move? Oh god. It's a problem. If you get stuck somewhere in here, like there's nothing you can do for a while. Now these guys have like shields that I can't even break. God. Woo! Run! Okay. Man, what is this frozen stuff? Jesus. No! Let me go! Have no stamina, can't do anything. Yeah, that's a big rip. I definitely need to upgrade some of my characters for this team, because this is very rough.
Oh no! Did I ruin everything?
The Baidu is strong, but Hauler gear is at level 0. And, you know, that's the problem. When you have, like, two teams, like, at level 9, of course, like, it gets really hard when your teams are not, like, fully level, right? Like, I need to really increase their artifacts. Let's see. Yeah, well, at least I got to floor 9. Now I'm just gonna have to work on. See, like this is what I'm using. Look at this, the gene. Like +4. Like actually has a few. +0, +0. This one's +12. This one +4. Like it's missing a lot of stuff. This is all +1, +0, +0, +0. And Baidu +0, +0, +0. Like the artifacts, it's a huge difference. Now their talents are all level 1. This one's like barely level 2 and 3. Like, you know, Barbara is doing okay at least, but you know, this is level 4. This is level 3. Like I still have so much stuff to farm, so many characters to increase. But this is gonna be a long grind. But I mean, I'm happy that at least I have like some base characters that can do well. Now this is what I need. I need this ability here. This is just too good. AR 37 4 floors so far. I mean, it's not really a shame that you're like, the game is, you know, you need to invest time and resin into characters. Like, no matter how high your AR is, like, it will depend on how you build your team and how you've invested. So it'll take time. It'll take time. Don't worry about it. Okay, well, I have 63 resin, so I'm gonna spend it on these books, I think. I have to do a little bit more farming for materials for the next 2 weeks. I want for the next week at least and a half, and then I can finally probably clear more floors in the abyss afterwards. I didn't get Venti, and now I am sad. I mean, don't be too sad. There's plenty of good characters that will be coming in the future as well, so. Use Sucrose if you have. I do have Sucrose. I just unlocked like Sucrose the other day, but I don't have the materials to level up, so. It will have to wait while I finish leveling up my main characters one by one. And of course, like floor 9 plus when your AR is 40 and your characters can be 80, it'll make a huge difference as well. Your weapon, like, there's really a lot to increase in this game. There's a lot of farming to do. It's like it's a slow progress, but it's, you know, that's the fun of the game. You keep farming every day and you get stronger and stronger, and your gameplay gets funner and funner, you know?
By royal decree, Midnight Phantasmagoria. After Fry Pit,
And these guys are definitely not the same caliber as the Abyss mobs, even though they're still level 70. Come on now, this stupid ice. We're level 3 now, some enemies drop blue materials, yeah. When level 4 they start dropping purple material. And purple gear. Need to do this so many times because this is both venti and official. Like, actually, I should check my Xiangling. What does she need to? So much pain. Yeah, this sounds like so much pain what you're describing now. Let me see. Her talent. Does she need again? She needs slime as well. That's sad. This is Tuesday, Friday. I mean, I have some of them. I just need more slimes. So as you can see, you need a lot of world contents. Like slimes, I need to kill slimes now. I need to kill tons of slimes. I need to kill so many things. Eventually, you just go around the world and you just kill everything you see. You open every chest you see, you kill everything you see, and that's it. You don't ask questions, you just kill. My current sub is Chi-Chi, MC, Amber, Lisa. I mean, that's pretty decent, half and half. I mean, Lisa and Amber are hard, but they're good. You can be good. Sorry, I'm getting a bit tired. It's almost 11 and I've been up for a long time. After this resin, I'm probably gonna put an end to this stream because 11, gonna have to go and take my dog out and then probably go to sleep pretty soon. So if you guys are around and have any question, let me know. Thank you for everybody who's been here for the whole stream. And thank you for everybody who's enjoying this content, subscribing, being on the channel, all that stuff. It really it's been great, and it means a lot for everybody who's there. So I'm very grateful for that. I'll try and answer as many questions as I can before I go. If I kill these guys, of course. There we go. These big crits. Feel bad, but have to go to sleep. Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna do the same pretty soon. I'm just wasting my res. I mean, not wasting. I'm just using my res before I do so. I guess I could spend even more resin and do this one for my Amos bow. Hello, do you know where to sell artifacts for more? Yeah, you can do it directly from your inventory. I'll let you know as soon as I can. Well, and thank you for subscribing, Wanted Sauce. I'll show you what you just asked me though. Nice stream as always. I'm going to sleep. See you tomorrow as always. Hey, well, thank you for being here again, and see you tomorrow. It's been a pretty great stream actually. I mean, we did some Abyss. It was not easy, but it was fun. So if you want to go sell your artifacts, you go here. You go into artifact page, and then you click on any artifacts that you want to sell. You click the little garbage icon here. Saw here, like the garbage icon, and you do destroy. And I don't know why it's not letting me destroy this one, but I guess I don't know if can you not destroy purple one? Oh no, you have to click the garbage icon first, and then you select an item. But as you can tell, it doesn't let you do that with purple item. So there's none of those I can destroy myself. But you would select any of them and you click destroy, and they would give you gold. I did it earlier on stream, but I don't have any items left, so I can't do it. Yo, can you do a Noel guide? I mean, there is a Noel guide on our channel, but it's very basic. It's a Noel as a support, not Noel as a main character. So if you're looking for a support Noel guide, then go check that guide out on our channel. Otherwise, once we are able to be rich enough to level up our Noel and use her, we're happy to make guides. The problem is that we can't level up every character because they obviously cost a lot of resources to level up, and you need to get weapons and stuff. Obviously, to test it out and play it out, you need to invest a lot of like money and mora and all that stuff, and we don't have infinite of that. So we're really focusing on guides that we can do, and we're gonna play this game for a long time. So obviously, the more we play, the layer we get. Eventually, we'll get to a point where we're gonna have a lot of characters that we can do guides on, and obviously there's like 2 of us with our own accounts, so we have different characters. So you know, oh, 15,000 crit, that was nice. I did a 25,000 crit the other day, but I haven't done again since then because it was I need a specific party setup obviously to do that. But I'm going to be releasing my version 2 of late game Diluc build tomorrow, and hopefully be able to showcase some 25,000 crits in that guide.
By royal decree.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Sacred name.
Yeah, if you have water shields, this is what you need. Ice. Look at the ice just melting through it. Every time he gets hit and the ice gets broken, he also melts a little bit more. Water shields are like really annoying though. Ooh, 12,000 crit, and he died. Actually, that wasn't even a crit, that was just 12,000 damage. I was looking everywhere for a trader. Well, I'm glad that you found out not to look for traders anymore, so now he can actually rest in peace knowing how to do it properly. Because it must have been a pain to always look for that. Yeah, for 100 more, I will do it. 100 primal gems, I mean. How come my monsters text are red instead of white or black? I don't know. Your monsters text are red. I don't know what that means. You mean your damage is red? I don't know. I heard you are talking about a dog. What type of dog is it? It's a Saluki lab mix. So Salukis are the breed that greyhounds are bred out of, and they're from the Middle East. and he's a mutt from the streets that was abandoned in the streets, and we rescued him from Qatar actually, all the way to Canada. There's an organization that flies dogs from Qatar to west coast of the US, and then we got it from there. So we're very happy. He's 2 years old, and he's a great guy. He's not he is currently not available to come on stream, but sometimes he makes an appearance, or sometimes he is heard because he is a very loud, demanding man. But we love him anyways. Is Jinkyu good? Most likely, every character in this game can be good, but he is not the easiest or the best character, I guess. He's not bad, but he's definitely very particular in his playstyle, and I am not too sure how to play him myself. Bye. Oh. That's what happens when you try reading the chat. That. There is no ice auto attacker, is there? Chong Yun is technically an ice auto attacker. I mean, obviously his auto attacks don't do ice, but he triggers a lot of ice, and if he stands in his area when he's attacking, his auto attacks do ice damage. I want to see him. Actually, one of these days, I'll lift him up on me and show him to the stream. Because right now he is doing a sleep. Nice jump there. I know, right? I was trying to read the chat. I was trying to be a nice host. I think I made a mistake using the Bait Club instead of the Blood-Stained Greatsword. He is the DPS of my second. The Debate Club is not bad. The Debate Club is very good. It's just not as good as the Prototype Animus when it's like higher end, like level 70, 80, 90 and stuff. The Debate Club becomes, it's still a blue weapon eventually. It doesn't scale as high as the other ones, but the Debate Club will do well for you for a long time. What's the best Battle Pass weapon? I'm not sure, to be honest. They all... It depends, I don't think any of the Battle Pass weapons are better than like 5 stars that you can get in the Wish, and there's a lot of 4-star that you can get in the Wish that are kind of like better. It depends on what character, The Stringless is the best bow for a lot of archers, especially like Venti and stuff. But then the Battle Pass bow is also very good for crit builds, facial and stuff like that. So there's a place where that works. Same for the polearm, it's very good for certain builds of crit and stuff, because obviously it has crit on it, so it's like all the Battle Pass weapons have crit, which is very unique stat, but can work. You just need the right teams and stuff. The two-handed weapon is very good, but for my Dialog personally, I don't think it's the best weapon choice. It's a hard choice. The Battle Passes, they're all good. Like, they can all work, but they all have also options that are as good or better that are available through the Wish. So, you basically use the Battle Pass weapon to fix a hole in your weapon roster. So if you don't have a good bow, well, then get the bow. If you don't have a good two-handed weapon, then, get a two-handed weapon. But don't forget that you can also craft really strong weapon. Like, you can craft a very strong polearm for Xiangling, the Crescent Pike. The Prototype Animus is one of the best two-handed sword that you can craft. So, it really will depend on what you have drawn and what you can use so far. Another 15,000 crits. Check out a Venti character guide. It's birthday time. Yeah, actually, I mean, it's 11 p.m. here, so it's not the 15 yet, but where Alex lives, where Xeno lives, it's his birthday today. So he's going to have a birthday stream later. So hopefully you guys can go and support him when he streams in a few hours. Is Lion Roar Sword good? Yeah, it's really good. When do I use Xiangling when I have Diluc? Well, you can use him in 2 different parties when you do the Abyss, or you can use it Xiangling to support Diluc because of her abilities in Constellation. Tiny Finn, hello. Last time I saw your stream, I was new. Now I'm R27 and struggling to level up. Well, we have a guide on AR if you want to check that out. But I mean, at level 27, you still have a lot of content left to do, a lot of chests to explore, a lot of puzzles to find. So you should be fine. But the AR guide hopefully has a little bit of tips if you some stuff you didn't know in there. But I'm glad to see you again on the stream. I'm gonna probably end the stream very soon though, sadly, because it's about time for me to get off. So if anybody has a few questions to shoot before I go, please let me know. Else here, free to play. Thank you for subscribing. Is the 5-star Claymore better than the prototype if you can get it? Like the Wolf Gravestone is definitely better than the prototype if you can get it, yes.
By royal decree.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
I summon. Eat this. Go. Orders given. Orders received.
And thanks for subscribing, Daniel, as well. Thank you, guys. What are all those pins on your map? They're all the animal killers that I've collected already, so that I know that I've collected them. I should use the online map, but I haven't. I've been too lazy to fix it yet, but I will fix it eventually. No worries. How can I do the 7th floor of the Abyss, please? And someone asked for tips on the Abyss. I mean, there's no specific tips on how to do the Abyss. You just need to have 2 balanced team. My biggest tip would be that you have a main DPS for both team and then a main support for both teams. So like I'm using Xiangling as my main DPS and Diluc as my other main DPS, and then I'm trying to support them with like a very strong Fischl and a very strong Barbara healer, and I'm slowly building up a Chi-Chi as a healer. You know, you want to have like 2 strong DPS-ish support and 2 strong healer in both, like for both teams, so that you're kind of like your bases are covered. But I couldn't tell you that one is better than the other. Like it's gonna be hard to build an Abyss team other than just leveling up as many characters as possible and making balanced teams, right? Like, look at all these levels. Okay, let's see. How can I do the 7th floor of the Abyss? Oh yeah, what team? I mean, I don't have a team suggest because I don't know what you have. The floors are hard, and you need to level up all your artifacts, and you need to level up your weapons, and you need to level up, you know, your ascension. And the higher your world level, the easier it will get, because the Abyss doesn't get like harder as your world level increases. So obviously you need to get pretty high level, and you want to increase all your talents as max as possible. To, like, you know, I have Diluc as my main carry, and this as my main carry, and then this one helping, and I have a few supports. Barbara's is one amazing healer for the Abyss. It will be very, very important to have in the Abyss. It's, you know, it's not just that simple. We actually are going to be making guides on Abyss floors and stuff as we progress. We're like, you know, we're slowly starting to get pretty high in the Abyss, so we're gonna be trying to make more and more guides. So be on the lookout for that on our channel. We have one small guide on like Abyssable Floor 3, but obviously that's not too hard. So, you know, make sure to subscribe and check the channel. We're gonna try and do it like we do the Abyss on the stream almost every day now. We're gonna push a lot of Abyss. And Zeno is actually at level 11 in the Abyss, so he's pretty high up there. So he's going to have more tips for you guys. Make sure to check the stream. Zeno's going to stream in probably like 6-ish hours or something, like 4-ish hours. It depends on what time he wakes up. But between 4, around in 4 hours from now. And we uploaded a Venti and a Mona guide on the channel. So if you have these characters, go check them out. As well as tomorrow I'm uploading a very, very important video about a lot of the big mistakes to avoid in the game. So make sure to be checking that out for that. I will probably do it after my stream tomorrow. So we stream every day here. There's 2 streamers. So make sure to check us out and come hang out with us, subscribe, and come on our Discord if you'd like. We have a Discord too that's in the description. You can come and chat with us there as well. And we are happy to help you guys with the questions. We almost answer almost every comment on all our videos. Obviously, it's hard to get them all, but we try our best. And yeah, that's about it, guys. I'm probably going to end this stream pretty soon. So let's see what I can answer before I go. Should I level up my healer or use Xiangling as my second DPS? You should do both of these things. Barbara doesn't need to be leveled up as much if she's a healer, obviously. Still level up a little bit, but you don't have to level up like fully. Like invest on the DPS first. I'm using Bennett as my second healer. I mean, he works. It's not the best healer, but he's a good healer. He's a great support. But you know, his heal is it doesn't last long enough and it takes too long to charge up for me to love it, but it's not bad at all. What do you think is the best build for Diluc? Well, if you're below level 35, go on my channel and check the Diluc guide that I make. Just type !Diluc in the chat right now and you'll have a link to that guide. It's a very good guide for before level 35, how to play and progress with Diluc. Now, if you're going to play Diluc at a higher level than 25, I'm actually have filmed a guide today on late game Diluc and how I managed to do like 25k crits and clear a lot of the end game content, and I'm still like going towards clearing more and more and getting stronger and stronger. So this build is going to be, this guide is going to be based on late game Diluc. So hopefully you can be subscribed to the channel and check it out when I upload it. It should be up tomorrow at some point. And other than that, I would recommend you do the Crimson Witch of Flame set when you're level 35 or 40. And you use attack and fire damage as your main attributes. Thanks. It's very important for us to the Abyss as it refreshes and we can get free Primagem and for reward. Yeah, it refreshes, but only if you get to floor 9 and higher. And obviously floor 9 and higher requires you to be pretty strong. At least AR 35. AR 40 makes it easier too. So unless you're there right now, you know, the reset is in a day. So if you don't do it by the day, you know, at least by next reset, you'll have 2 full weeks before it resets again. And that will be more achievable. Even I will not, like tomorrow I'll try and do more Abyss and clear more of the Abyss. But I will not be able to clear it all and it will reset. So, you know, by the next reset, I'll be able to do more for sure. If you can choose any character in version 1.1, would you change your team comp? I would definitely add one of the characters, but I don't know which one because I don't know them all yet. I am like very interested in the Geospear guy. The fire girl seems okay, and there's another ice healer, but now that I have Chi-Chi, I don't want 2 of them. But until I can actually see them and how they stack, and I mean, I know there's been leaks, but I haven't, you know, the leaks, it's hard to get all the information. Like, you don't have access to every single thing that they do, and like I don't have all the leaks anyways. So until I see them, I won't make a decision yet. But I'm definitely going to try and change one of my characters for one of the 1.1 guys. Yes. Looking forward, my Diluc is level 50. Okay, so you're still lower than level 35. So hopefully you can check the guide that I have on the channel right now, because you cannot get the Crimson Witch of Flame set until AR 30, and then you shouldn't farm it until at least AR 35 or 40. So until you're that level, Diluc beforehand plays in a very simple way, which is a lot of attack. So my guide that is currently on the channel will be good for that. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I'll end this stream here. Hopefully I can see you guys again tomorrow around the same time. And hopefully you guys can go check out some of the guides on the channel, support them, like them, subscribe, and all this stuff. It helps our channel a lot, and we're really happy because it's really growing well. So hope to see you guys again. Hope to see some of you on the Discord soon. And I hope you guys have a good day or a good night, depending on where you are in the world. And I'll see you tomorrow.